everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dinner and a Game, where we discuss whether Mona Lisa is actually Da Vinci cross-dressing or his lover at the time. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's the Mona Lisa and it's art. And we don't know art, so we're going to move on.
I know art.
I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about historical gay people, so we were having a good time in the chat before a game.
We always have a good time in the chat before a game. I was revealing to Em how I'm going to ruin everything in her game on Saturday.
I mean, I'm gonna wreck your life on Saturday.
Promises, bring it.
That's the don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday. Welcome to Dinner and a Game. We thank you so much for joining us. And Tuesday is the night where we get together and we play our game called Emerald Sanctums. This is a World of Darkness Chronicle, which means that this is set in the White Wolf's World of Darkness general world. And we are playing a game called an orphans game, and what that means to you all is that instead of seeing a bunch of werewolves running around, or a bunch of vampires running around, or a bunch of mages, or a bunch of changelings, you're going to see a bunch of mages, changelings, vampires, and other things too, because we actually have a Bastet with us. All that means is that our characters are not relying on the normal archetypes where they're all bound up within one social construct of one type of creature or another. They're playing every single aspect of every single creature in the World of Darkness right now. I think the only thing we don't have as a PC is some kind of undead, and thank you all for not playing any of the wraiths, because they're horrible, and I don't like them at all.
Technically, the vampire's undead.
Yeah,
Undead is not... but wraiths are not undead. They're dead.
So then they're dead.
Yeah, they're just dead.
So we don't have a player playing anyone dead, but we do have.
We have no one playing anyone
undead.
dead.
Okay.
Yes. Ivy is definitely not dead. She is undead. Or sorry, I said
You don't know
Vera
my
is
life.
dead. You don't know my life. Well, you are our goth queen, so there we go.
That's true. That's true.
So, tonight we will be taking off the next part of the Ball of the Mad King, as our players have gone to the kingdom of the Mad Fae, who has since been revealed as being not Fae, and in fact being what they think is a Nefandi, which is a mage who consorts with demons, and a Nefandi that they've run into before, who seems to be coming back for something else.
Cut off that bastard's head. Cut it off.
Well, he also, spewed balefire everywhere, and now there's little demons running around attacking everyone. And the once amazing and spectacular Fae Court Ball has now descended into chaos, and our lovely, lovely heroes are doing, anti-heroes? Kind of heroes?
Yes, no, definitely anti-heroes at this point.
Protagonist, I feel like, is the best.
Protagonist,
That just
there we go.
Applies no matter what.
Fear just has no idea what's going on half the time. So,
Yeah.
I was just asleep. I don't know what y'all are doing.
We're still very much in hold my crown. Hold my crown.
Borrowing the
Oh, yeah,
chaos
I am.
to enjoy myself.
Borrowing the chaos to borrow other things.
No. I'm not borrowing them. They are mine because the owners no longer want them.
No. If
remember
the
that they had
owners,
them.
I was gonna say, if the owners remembered that they owned them, they would definitely want them.
But they
since
don't,
they don't,
which is why they don't want them anymore, which is why they're mine.
Okay, sure. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Well, 10/10 in this case because the original owners don't even remember they had them.
So, speaking of everyone's characters, hi, my amazing players. How y'all doing tonight?
I'm
We're
tired.
pretty good.
I'm ready for potential emotional damage. Just to
I got
get
your
it out
crown.
of the way.
You got what? You got your crown.
You got my
I
crown.
got the crown. I'm
and
holding
maybe-
your earrings.
I was gonna say, and holding your earrings. So, tonight we have a group of amazing gamers who are going to be giving you everything they've got to make sure that the Chaos Gremlins are well fed. So, let's start out. Let's start with Jonathan. Jonathan, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I was doing better before I was beckoned towards the darkness and ran into it. We'll
It's
see how
my
this goes.
darkness. You can see the fire. It's fine.
I mean, I was enjoying outside of the dark bubble.
Well, join the dark bubble. That's
There's cookies here.
There's cookies in the dark bubble.
It
I'm
was a
dark.
very enjoyable
Veer's
place
in the dark
to be.
bubble. Like it's fine.
Vera's in the dark bubble, though, so.
Fine. It'll be fine.
No, I get it. People need me in the dark bubble. I'm just saying it was also fun outside of the dark bubble.
Okay, but now you have a crown and you can be in the dark bubble now.
Yeah, he has a crown,
but
a
I only
scepter,
have
and a
one
necklace.
crown and one necklace
You
and
poor
one
thing.
scepter and no rings and no bracelets. I mean, like,
You poor thing. You're so deprived.
Vera will
I
just take you to
am.
rob a jewelry store later.
no, I don't want to rob a jewelry store. I like these pieces of jewelry. These pieces of jewelry are magical.
It's not robbing if they didn't remember they owned it.
Jonathan, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Mark, who is a Bastet, which means that he is a werecat, specifically a were-lion. He is also a fake, I forget the term for it, but it's kind of like kinfolk for were-critters. He is about as fey as you can get without actually being fey.
Cathane, right?
And he is enjoying this court and this ball so much, even though everything has gone horribly wrong. This has been one of the more amusing, more entertaining, more fun fey things he's ever been to. And I'm taking home party gifts. It's like when you get the little bags at the end of the award shows, only I chose my gift instead of it being in a bag for me.
And it was like any of us have been to award shows. So
I went to one.
did you get a
medal.
grab bag?
I did. I got a little teddy bear. I got a cookie. I got a sticker, and at the award thing, I got a medal.
Excellent.
Nice.
And Milagros, since you got a medal, you can tell us about who you're playing tonight.
I am playing Pandora, our Black Fury adjacent werewolf.
Maybe
She's
not so
still-
adjacent anymore.
Yeah, she's still, she's got an opportunity now. I'd love to get a gift. And she's left off gay panicking to, do some heavy damage. That was so much fun. I love just stacking damage. It's
That
so
was
much
pretty
fun.
legit.
Yeah. So ready to do more of that, and then go back to gay panicking because
Back to
that's our
gay
character
panicking.
at this point.
That's pretty much the extent of the character, huh?
Yup.
All right. Excellent. Thank you very much, Milagros. Sphinx,
Yes.
how
Hello.
are you?
I'm all right. I'm here. Yes.
Didn't get to catch a nap, huh?
No.
No.
But I've got tea, and that's what matters.
Excellent. Who are you playing tonight?
Today I am playing Emrys Malik Grant, our Order of Hermes mage. Think Harry Dresden with a cooler head and a cool bookshelf.
Dun dun dun. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Indeed.
Ivy.
Hello, that's me.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
And who are you playing?
I'm playing the lovely and gothy Vierola, who is our lovely failed nun vampire and the apple of Pandora's eye at the moment. I probably prefer gay panic. Yeah, so she is a La Sombra vampire.
Vampire of the La Sombra clan. And Em, how are you?
Hello. I'm doing good.
Good. And who are you playing this evening?
I am playing Lady Rosaline, our lovely she, who is flipped the switch. It is in unsale mode right now because she found out just moments before all of the shit went down, the man who raised her is dead.
Yep. And may or may not, depending on whether she believes the person who told her, have been killed by the current thing posing as the king.
Yep.
So there you have that little bit of drama that's going to be happening in a few
Yeah.
minutes.
I mean, she also started the fight. She started the fight.
So, yes, she did. Geek Girl Alyssa has just resumed hydrate, stretch, and posture check. So
Jim
we
Bob
have
special.
some Jim Bob special. Jim Bob hasn't joined us yet, so we can't have a Jim Bob special.
It's also a sweet tea special, common thing too.
Thank you very much for the self-care check.
I'm just letting you know there's not water in this cup.
Oh.
Is it Pepsi?
It's Pepsi.
It's
Is it
Pepsi.
It's
Yeah.
Pepsi.
Does the Pepsi have any rum in it?
No,
Good, we're fine.
I don't really drink. I
Good.
don't drink.
That's wonderful.
I don't
Congratulations.
really drink either.
So, and ladies and gentlemen, if you want to follow any of Dinner and a Game social media, you can find it here on our link tree. Dinner and a Game, we do our best to make sure that you guys enjoy your time with us. And in order to help you enjoy their time with us, we have some little things that we'd like to do for you. Which, number one, if you choose to follow us here on the massive monster that is the purple giant of Twitch, we will actually be doing a giveaway as soon as we hit 1,000 followers on Twitch. And that giveaway is for a set of books. This one. This is the D&D core box set, and it is the special edition core box set. It has a player's guide, the handbook, the monstrous manual, the DMG, plus the GM screen. You also get that incredible slip cover to contain them. Now, these are the special edition books, so they're actually foil stamped covers. So they're extra sparkly, extra shiny. They don't look like everyone else's, and that means that when you take them to the game store, you don't have to write your name on the edge in Sharpie to keep them distracted. Thank you very much for the bits. I really, really appreciate it. To the person who anonymously cheered, we love you very much. Now, also, do not forget, we are also doing a giveaway over on our TikTok, which you can find in our link tree. And when we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, and we're at like 920 something now, we're going to give away this. It's a 3D printed tower. It's 4 stories tall, 11 inches tall, 9 inches wide, has a front door that opens and closes, has a top hatch in the top of the tower that opens and closes, has stairs to get up to every single level. It breaks down small enough to fit inside a high-top shoebox. It breaks down to individual parts, and you will receive the entire thing if you are chosen from one of our TikTok followers. When we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, we are trying desperately to get to that goal. But also, during this show and during every show, we give away a mini at the break. Now, the biggest thing about this mini is that we pull it from different 3D printed mini sets because I print them out for you. Now, the minis that we're going to be choosing from, we've actually switched sets. We had a little vote in our Discord, and we've chosen the new set to give away from, and this new set is called The Cult of Hunger. Now, this set is based around a set from Loot Studios, and it's based on a gnoll attack on a church. So we have several different pictures to show you. First off, this is the heroes for this set. We have Elsjar Mon, who is pretty much like the Hunchback of Notre Dame type character. And then we have Quarren Moonwhisperer and Titania Steelmesh are the heroes for this set. So those are some of the minis you could choose to be giveaway. And then we also have the monsters for this set, which are basically all different types of gnolls.
Titania.
Huh? Oh,
Titania.
Yep. And so these are all kinds of, there's a Gnoll Shaman, there's ghouls, everything that's associated with Gnoll packs is here, including the cultists I can't remember the Gnoll's god, but he's like this god of ravening hunger and insanity. And so there's human cultists as well as all the other Gnolls themselves. So we're going to be giving away sets for those. And then the big boy mini from this one is the Cathedral. The Cathedral is right here, and it comes with everything you see here. And this is Cathedral. It will be if we get a hype train completed, I will print out this entire Cathedral with all the accompanying accoutrements, and you, the winner, will get it. And you can see that those are the minis inside it in the upper right-hand corner. Those are some of those minis from that thing, and that's how big this model is.
That's crazy, man.
So I will print this entire thing out, and I will even print it out in resin, so it'll be a heavy bitch. But it'll also be very sturdy, just don't drop it, resin shatters. But yes, it'll be a nice, big, lovely, badass thing. And we are still I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for, like, just for starting a hype train, because there's no mid-size mini in this one. It's either a giant mini or the regular size minis. So we'll think of something. I might pull a mini out of another set I have, because I have one that has a giant demon. That's the Gnoll demon. Hey, Rosie Quartz. Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you, Celtic Wolverine King. Thank you so much for gifting the subs. I thought Rosie Quartz here, but it was actually Celtic Wolverine King gifting subs. Thank you so much for that. And in order to get the hype train going, guys, it basically takes subs to be gifted out, and you have to gift out, and you have to use bits too. But if you ever want to support us, that's one way you can do so. You can also subscribe to us here. We have if you have Amazon Prime already, you have a free sub to give, and we would love to take that off your hands, because we will be honored to have it. Any support we can get is always appreciated. Now, one other thing I want to go over real fast, and that is we are a community here at Dinner and a Game, and we do our best to support communities and community endeavors. One of the big things that we're looking at right now is we have a member of our community who has had an incredibly hard time recently, and they are doing their best to get back on their feet. They've been doing everything right. They're doing everything they can to get back on their feet, but they're at this little kind of halfway point right now where they are doing their best to get there, but they just need a little bit of help. So if you guys can, I just put in chat that we have a link to her GoFundMe, and all they need is a little bit of help getting over this last bit while they finish up their disability disqualification. They were in a horrible accident, no fault of their own, but they were in a horrible accident right before the pandemic, and then with the pandemic hitting and everything like that, they really kind of lost everything. So if you guys can do anything to help, please go click on the link, do what you can. If you can't, we completely understand, but share the link out and let other people hear their story, and maybe some other people you know can help as well. Also, PSK Studios is an amazing creator, and they do some incredible, good, amazing paint jobs. You can see some of their work. They put it up in our Discord server. If you want to help them out, they are also running a charity where they actually auction off some of that amazing artwork, and they actually use the proceeds from those auctions to donate to the American Suicide Foundation. I don't know which. I know PSK. I know you're in the audience. I don't know which mini you're doing right now. But we'll go ahead and take a look at seeing what you're doing right now for your mini, and you can post up. Send me a link to it if you haven't already decided. I know you're still thinking about it, but if you guys can, go there, donate to his GoFundMe, set up and get ready for the auction. Remember, even if you bid on something and you don't win, that just means that the next bidder who is going to bid on it is going to be donating that much more money to the cause. So go participate in the auctions with the intent of winning, but even if you don't win, you're going to be doing something amazing. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much again, Celtic Wolverine King. Wow, we're already level 2 hype train. Thank you so freaking much. That's amazing. And so, guys, again, thank you all so much for the support. Let's go ahead and get over onto... Wow. Later, Ushnats. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the game, however. Now, where you guys left off, you were kind of looking at the concepts of having a bunch of demons running around, spreading chaos in the middle of this ball. The Vera had just basically brought darkness down on the house. And the rest of you, what were you, let me double check and see what the initiative order was.
I think we were top of the round.
I think so.
I do believe so.
Yep.
I believe that's correct.
I think we stopped right after me, and I'm pretty close to the top. Because I think I acted last, didn't I? To run into the darkness. That was the last thing that happened before we stopped.
I believe so.
I believe so. Yep, that was it. Yeah, because we stopped right after your turn, Mark.
Yeah, isn't it Good Boy Finn's turn, if I remember correctly?
Yes, and he's stuck in the dark. The Nefandis stopped spewing balefire, if I remember correctly, too. No, I remember what's happened to the Nefandi now, because he had not stopped, but he had reduced the amount of balefire he was spurting. Yeah.
I remember you saying he had like one more round of the balefire, and then it was put out completely.
Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into this. All right, guys. So on Finn's turn, Finn. Well, you can't see what he's doing actually, so never mind. Finn is yelling out for you, Rosaline.
Oh boy.
It's like, Rosaline, where are you?
I'm here. I'm trying not to die right now.
You hear footsteps padding over to where you are. You were gonna be dancing with the the king. I mean, so you were like literally right in front of him.
We were dancing
Yes.
technically. Yeah.
So he comes. You hear footsteps come running over to where you are. Finn literally nearly collides with you. At the last moment, his natural she ability to not flub an etiquette roll stops him from actually slamming into you. So he kind of almost half catches hold of you, and as he does so, he says, "We got to get out of here." And he lifts you up off the ground, and he just begins moving away again. But you don't leave the darkness.
Okay. I already know what I'm gonna have to do in my turn. Oh boy.
So
We're at a level 3 hype train. just
I
FYI.
know, that's amazing, you guys. Thank you so much. Holy crap. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. Let me see here.
Oh, we had an anonymous cheerer. Hello, buddy.
Anonymous cheers. They're the best cheers. Because they're amazing. Actually, everyone's cheers are the best cheers. Since
Anonymous cheers are just mysterious.
they're spooky.
It's spooky.
I lost my initiative list.
You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I forgot about them. Never mind. Why was I worried? Why was I worried?
You fool!
I am such a fool. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never met someone with a superpower, you have now. Milagros is one of the most amazing, incredible, insane note takers that have ever existed. She can literally roleplay and take word for word verbatim notes at the same time. I'm stalling right now because she's doing me an amazing favor and looking up something that I lost.
I'll put the list in our player chat because
Thank
I have
you.
one that includes Fern.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Emery's next. Hey!
Look at these people trying to remember initiative order from week to week.
I have a problem.
You're too busy stealing stuff. Shush.
Oh my gosh.
I don't get to steal
Golly,
anything
guys,
anymore because you
thank
called
you.
me to the darkness.
I need your help.
Okay.
God.
Emery's up
I
next.
know he's just going up.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm on deck. Then it's Pandora after me.
All right, and I'm going to install someone in this in a little bit. So, all right, go ahead and go. Tell me what you're going to be doing, Emery's.
So Emrys is going to. Where's Penny? What's Penny doing?
You can't see Penny because you're in.
She's in the darkness.
No, she's in the darkness. Because
Okay.
remember, he was dancing with Penny.
Right. Okay.
Like fire.
So so here's a question. It's not a permanent enchantment per se, but I would like to cover my staff in force energy.
Okay, just to make it do more damage, basically.
Just to make it so I can make it do some damage if I hit someone with it.
How many dots do you have in forces
I have 4 dots in
and prime
I have 2 dots in prime.
and time?
I have 3 dots in time.
You have more than enough. Just make me an arete roll. The difficulty is 7.
All right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
So what you have is an additional 3 dice of damage. Because it is forces, you get to decide what type of damage it can be. It can just be raw kinetic damage. It can be fire. It can be electricity. It can be any type of force that you can manifest with forces.
Nice.
But you have to decide that now because it doesn't change from act to act.
Oh boy. I'm probably gonna go with. I'm gonna go with my standard. I'm gonna go with lightning.
All right, so the staff now crackles with lightning. The prime effects are to keep it from affecting you for the most part, and the time effects are to make it last as long as possible and be as potent as possible. So, with the number of successes you had and the number of dots you have in time, you can actually technically take this beyond this scene, which means that if you survive the scene and the staff survives intact, you may have the time and wherewithal to actually make it a permanent enchantment.
Nice.
It'll cost you some arete, but yes.
Cool.
Actually,
I would also like to activate my dark sight as I walk into the darkness.
Is that a rote you already have?
Sphinx, it's time to turn off the plant light.
It's time to turn out the plant light.
I will do that in a moment, Siri. I'm saving my kid first.
Saving my kid.
All right. Good lord, guys. Man, we're literally 25% through a level 5 hype train.
I know.
Holy cow. Some people really want that cathedral.
Are you kidding me? I think it was fucking awesome.
It is awesome.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
All right.
And just as a reminder, with dark sight, I can shift my vision up and down the spectrum, because dark sight is awesome, and it's just like a 1-dot road. It's really, I love it so much.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, my wife's computer just lost internet for some. Thank you so much for the milagros.
Unicorn.
Unicorns.
Unicorn.
Haggard.
Space unicorn.
All right. So, you guys, Sphinx. That was your action. This is not D&D. So that's your action for this turn. Since you didn't use any type of time effects to give yourself extra actions, then that's where it ends.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
All right,
okay.
so
I will walk into the darkness on my next turn then.
You got. Well, I mean, you can still move.
Okay. Then yes, I walk into the darkness.
Okay. So, Vera, your darkness. It's not. It doesn't. It's just. It actually defeats light, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Like, even if you take a torch into it, you can't see.
Yeah.
So, Sphinx, you walk into the darkness and you can't see a damn thing.
Even with my dark side?
Yeah, it does. It's not based on her darkness is not based on light. It's supernatural. So, like, even if you were to walk in with a torch, it doesn't do anything.
Welcome to the darkness.
Then I start calling out for Vera.
V,
where you at?
See where you at?
V says, "I'm home." All right, Rosaline.
I have been picked up. Can I try to fight to get out of being picked up?
Just
Yes,
kick him between the legs.
You could just tell him to put you down.
Put me down! Put me down. I'm not leaving them. Put me down.
So, jeez, Sphinx. Sphinx. Sorry, I just saw your name in the chat. So, Finn kind of like stops, and he like he stops. He puts you down, and he just like, but he's holding your hand, and he won't let go. He's like, "You're not running off without me."
We did it! Oh, fuck, no. Oh, not yet. Oh, my God.
99%.
99%.
99%.
100%.
100%.
Am I out of the darkness?
No, he did not make it out of the darkness.
Okay, I can't even see where this motherfucker is. I'm just gonna start trying to drag Finn out of the darkness so I can see what is going on.
Okay.
Drag,
Holy shit, so we
okay.
have a big thing to give away at the break.
Oh my god. Okay. You know those videos of the people that are trying to walk their cats on the harness and stuff, and they just drag their cats? That's basically what Rose is doing to Finn right now.
Alright, so actually Finn's not going to resist, but because he doesn't have technically any actions to do, you can basically move, and you are kind of dragging him. He's just like stumbling along after you. So you're going. Are you just like going in the same direction he was going?
Yep.
All right. So you take like 5 good strides and you're out of the darkness. You can see around you that this whole ballroom is erupted into chaos. There is still a beam of balefire coming out of this dome of darkness behind you that's still splashing out in the ceiling, and demons are still crawling out of it across the ceiling and like making their way down the walls and everything like that, but a lot fewer than there were. The guards in the room are doing everything they can to try and protect people as people try and scramble out. There are some of the other Fey nobles have started fighting back, and they seem to be, they're trying to coordinate their attacks and get and also buying people time to get out. Okay, as you walk out, you look up and you see on the raised dais where the thrones were. You see the Dark Lady standing there, and she's looking out in the room.
Mab.
Yeah, Mab is looking at it, and she's holding out both of her hands in this gesture like this. And as she brings her hands together, a large crystal like goblet begins to form in her hands.
Oh no.
And she's holding it up, and as it forms in her hands, you see that the goblet itself is incredibly ornate, incredibly detailed. It's reflecting light, and it is full of some kind of red liquid. So what are you doing? You can still use abilities and everything like that. You didn't move that far.
I'm checking. I'm double checking because I have a lot. I have a lot.
You have toys.
I
Too
have
many
a
of
lot.
the things.
Yep.
Never too many. Never.
So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the hype train, guys. That was freaking crazy and insane. I cannot believe that you guys did that in like the first freaking like 5 minutes. I don't really know what to say. I'm kind of stunned. You guys are amazing, and thank you. And we will definitely be giving that away. I will start printing it out tomorrow. I have enough resin to probably do the whole thing right now, so someone's getting a cathedral. And I'm sorry, it's going to be pretty heavy.
All right, who is out of the darkness?
You,
right now?
Finn, Emery's just ran into the darkness. Pandora's still out of the darkness. Mark ran into the darkness, so just you, Finn, and Pandora.
I can't use that then. Mother.
Mother bus bucket. Oh, by the way, remember, if you were part of that, I think you have to be following us to donate to the hype train. But if you're part of the hype train, you haven't followed us yet, you do have to be following us to win.
Yes.
So make sure that if you did contribute to the hype train, you are following us. And if you don't follow us, please do follow us as well.
All right. Pandora, my dear. You are about to get a buff. I will be doing Oaken Shield, which is primal.
Okay.
It imbues an object or person with solid protective essence of oak bark. Targets of Oaken Shield can resist a tremendous amount of chimerical punishment.
No, that's
so I need
chimerical.
Yeah, I have nothing I can do.
You can give that to yourself. Or Pandora.
Is it a Bane thing?
What do you mean a Bane thing?
Or not Bane. What was the thing that keeps werewolves and fae apart? That they can't be together for...
That's the vampires.
Oh, banality.
Banality, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking about.
Yeah, werewolves are not as banal as vampires.
No.
Sorry, Vera.
She's not banal to me.
Okay, each success provides a health level over and above the health levels already possessed by the target. These extra health levels are last until destroyed by any damage or deliberately shed by the wearer.
Okay, perfect. Then it'll work against regular damage to use.
Yep.
It says any damage, so it's even ag.
Yep. So, okay, the attribute is stamina, and it will be the actor realm for this one, correct?
Yes, ma'am. You have more than enough dots to cover Milagros because she is your friend.
Yep. Okay.
And you spent hours braiding her hair, so you're very familiar with her.
Yep. What is the difficulty for this one?
The difficulty for that, her banality is a little high. So, but you did enchant her, so her banality is a 7.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 successes on that, so that is that. So you are getting 3 extra health levels over that.
Nice.
Thank you.
You are welcome. And that is all I can do.
All right. So, after that, there we go. All right. So after you is Pandora. You're up. Now the circle of darkness is ahead of you. You feel something come over you. There's like almost a warm sensation. Rosalind, do you want to describe how the effect goes over her? What it looks like?
She's still in Krenos form?
She hasn't changed out of it, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm just trying to remember my own visual.
I would say her foot just slams onto the ground and the ground just starts rolling like how a root does underneath a tree, and then it will just sink up from underneath her feet, and then it just wraps around like armor going up her legs and everything.
Nice.
So you actually see this happen, and you see that your Krenos form is now covered in these layers of wood-like, bark-like armor that's like on your arms, your legs, covering your vital spots and everything like that. But you feel no weight, and it doesn't hinder your movement at all.
Nice.
So what are you gonna do, Pandora?
So you said that, like, everything's just fucking chaos, right?
Yes.
Like,
There are
okay.
demons running around attacking people. The guards are fighting the demons off. Some of the other guests are fighting the demons off. That circle of darkness that is probably that is inside is ahead of you, and there's that towards the backside of the circle of darkness. There's that pillar of green balefire going straight up towards the ceiling.
Is there anywhere? So I'm trying to picture the room. So there's like the whole throne thing, and then I'm guessing kind of opposite. Right across from it is like the exit where people are trying to get out.
Well, actually, the throne, as you come in from the entrance, I should say, into the ballroom. Directly across from the entrance is the throne room, which backs against that wall I described. That's all that lattice work of wood with no glass in it. So it's like open out to the gardens beyond it. So that's it. That's kind of directly across from each other. The dance floor is in front of the throne, and then to the left and right of the dance floor, there's these areas that have like chairs, tables, and then like there's servers passing around with bottles of wine. There's food that being served out in those tables in those areas on either side. And so everyone, though, at this point, because the king was making a public spectacle, everyone was kind of surrounding them on the dance floor itself. So that dome of darkness is almost in the exact center of the dance floor.
Okay.
The only other entrances out are where the tables are on the other side of the room, the far side of the room from where you are. Where the tables are along the walls, you can see that there's some doors that are obviously to a kitchen area or some kind of serving area, because that's where the staff was coming in and out of before the chaos erupted.
Okay. Can I try helping with like the general fight? Because I know that I fucking killed the body that's now like vomiting balefire everywhere. So like that didn't help. But there are still people trying to get out. So could I just kind of like join the fray?
Yeah, absolutely. So you just want to start like ripping demons to pieces?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead and give me a brawl plus dex plus brawl roll. Your TN is going to be a 6 because it's a combat action. And remember, you got all those extra dice from being a Krenos fucking werewolf.
I got 5 successes.
Shit. So I need you to roll me your strength plus 4 dice, because every dice beyond the first on damage is additional dice of damage.
She got 5 on it.
Oh, and Jessica redeemed lend a hand, so you actually have... Do you have any of your dice that were 1 short?
Oh. I already grabbed them.
Okay, well, you
I
can...
don't have that.
You can use a lend a hand on your next roll, then. You had 5 successes, after all.
Yeah,
So it's your strength
Okay.
plus 4 dice.
Oh, wait, and there's a... See, I did need that other set of dice I was going to impulsively buy.
I was going to impulsively... In other words, she impulsively bought them, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
I love it how you said I was going to impulsively buy, then you go grab them.
Well, Ivy talked me out of getting 20 dice.
No, that's because you were like, there's these 2 different sets, and I said, buy the blue ones first. Like,
So in Kranos, my strength is already a 9. So I'm rolling 13 again. Okay.
And the shit talking has begun in chat, in our in-game chat.
there's no
Okay.
shit talking. It's just Mark making observations to himself.
This is internal dialogue, and the film isn't about me, so it doesn't get broadcast
She
everywhere.
trusts me.
Motherfucker. Okay, I got 7 successes.
7 successes? That's
Nice.
All right, so you come up to one of the demons, and you describe to me how you tear this creature of this abomination to pieces, because this thing looks like it's some kind of like it may have been a panther at one time, but it has been twisted. It's like it has really no skin on it. Instead of having 1 set of eyes, it has 6. When it opens its mouth to screech at you, like a forked tongue comes out. And it's got like 6 sets of legs, and the front set of limbs are actually not cat legs; they're human arms that end in hands with claws, and then the others are cat's claws, and the back legs look like they're goat's hooves. And its tail is whipping around, and as you look at it, it whips out into 3 barbed tails. But then you rip it to pieces. So tell me how you rip it to pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, that head's got to go. Can I just like crush it?
Yes,
I don't
absolutely.
like the spider head. Spider.
Like the spider cat head.
This thing that's like part spider, part chimera beast, part displacer beast.
So you just reach out with your giant hands and grab it by the head, lift it off the ground, and then it's literally the tails are trying to stab into you, but the bark skin is just like they're not even piercing it, and it just like lets out this like pathetic little kitten mew right before its skull goes.
Remember the rest of the description. Remember the rest of the description.
Well, there was a spider-headed, skinless, weird thing.
Oh my god, skinless. I didn't even catch it. I wish.
She can't take its head, she crushed it. Plus, the moment you crush it, it begins to just break down. It is not even staying whole. It's like just turning into this sludge in your hands.
Oh, wow.
It's like not even staying. It's not even staying physical. It's decomporalizing. So, that is your action. You didn't spend any rage or anything like that. No. So that's your action. You basically just destroyed one of these creatures that like everyone else is like trying to fight off, and you just went.
Just like great.
One of the guards is like, rally to the werewolf! Alright, so that is Pandora's turn. So next is Vera. Almighty Queen of Darkness.
Well, I heard Emery's.
Hi, Queen of Darkness. Excuse you.
I said mighty queen, not my.
Oh.
My God, someone's defensive.
It's called possessive.
It's called possessive.
Different.
Well, I heard
Possession
somebody
is
call
10
out
tenths
for
of the
me.
law in this room, apparently.
Oh, we've got another one. Two hydrates.
Oh,
They're,
well,
they're-
I'm gonna drink milk because I got Oreos.
You got Oreos.
I got Oreos.
Nice.
Double
Well,
shot.
I heard Emery's enter the darkness calling for me. So I guess I will kind of walk towards the V. Where are you at?
Can you see in your own darkness?
I think I could, if I recall correctly. I think I can.
Booda 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 booda.
Ray, are those creatures made out of balefire, or they just came out of it?
You don't know. You'd have to go get your hands on one to find out.
The answer is yes.
The answer is whatever is really cool at the time.
All right.
The answer is Ray doesn't know. It's depending on what we do when we get there.
It's about vibes.
Stop revealing my secrets, Ivy.
Sorry. It's about the vibes.
It's about the vibes.
It's
Is it about
how
what we
much
do when we
you
get there, or is it
enjoy
about which one he thinks is going to make us cry more when we get there?
Exactly. That's what it's actually.
Yeah.
It's whichever one's gonna make you go, oh my god, why?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Shut up, baby.
That could be several things then.
It will be.
Well, like I said, the answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
We just yes and.
Here for it.
Yes, and. Yes, and, yes, and. There it goes. Alright, Arms of the Abyss, no.
Oh, that's not what I'm using at the moment.
No, it is not what you're using at the moment. There it is. Stop bouncing around, Jesus Christ.
But I can't. I have to dance.
Not you.
Yes.
Oh.
You stifle me, sir.
The website. So, yes. No, you don't have any
I can't
ability
either.
to see in it. Nope.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna start walking toward the V. Where you at? I'm over here. I don't know who else is still in the darkness, but I'm over here, and keep calling out until like I reach Emery's, or at least be like, whatever I can get closest to, be like, you're seeing the fire too, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay. Cool, we should probably take care of that. I called for Mark just because I feel like he can do a bunch of damage. I don't know where he is.
I don't know either. He seems to be doing his own.
I apologize. They can't see in their darkness if they botch the roll.
I did not botch the
You
roll.
did not botch the roll, so you can
So I
see
can
in your
see.
darkness.
Okay, cool. So I walk towards Emery's pretty easily then.
So
Just gonna pat you on the shoulder.
what you see in
Oh,
the
boy.
darkness is when you look around in your own darkness, you see that M and Finn have stepped out of the darkness. Sorry, Rosalind and Finn have stepped out of the darkness. You see that Mark has run in the darkness, is kind of looking around.
Okay, great.
You see that the Nafandi is still standing there with his head thrown back, the balefire leaping out of his mouth, and that Penny is standing right beside him and is just looking at him.
Okay. So I want to basically put a hand on Emery's shoulder.
Mhm.
Okay, I got you. How far
Okay.
away is Mark?
Mark is... You're at the center of the darkness, so
Yep.
Mark is probably only about 10 feet away from you.
Cool. I'm gonna, with Emery in tow, grab Mark and be like, "Don't freak out, it's me." And then start walking both of them towards, since I'm the only one who can see, start walking them towards where this is happening. And explaining what's going on while I walk them. Be like, okay, so Penny is right beside them, just standing there.
You can see in all of this?
Ah, they cast it. It's mine.
I guess that makes sense.
Cast stuff too?
Yeah, just mostly dark things.
It's mostly dark things.
I'll be like, as I'm like, why are you wearing a crown? Where did you get the jewels?
I'm not wearing the crown. The
Okay.
crown
Oh,
and the
you
necklace
wear-
are in my jacket. I have
Oh,
a
okay,
scepter
great.
though.
He has
Okay.
a scepter. He has a scepter.
Where did you get the scepter?
You have a scepter?
I've always had this scepter.
Since when?
I always have the scepter.
It's a family heirloom, I think.
God.
Oh,
You did not always have the scepter. No, you did not.
So you're walking them towards the Nafandi?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
walking them close and like closer. I'll probably put them about 10 feet. Like, okay, he's
You
about-
can do that.
Yeah, up, like, okay, he's 10 feet in front of you. Penny is standing next to him, so I don't know what's going on with that.
all right.
All right. So
I'm
after
glad you can see.
I'm just gonna direct. That's
on its turn,
oh god.
it closes. The High King closes his mouth, and the balefire stops.
I'm just gonna keep describing what's happening to the other two that are
His
standing
head lowers down, and he is sitting there, and he has all the wounds that he had on his body, but he's still standing up, and he opens his mouth, and I need to make a roll real quick. I'll just use the die roller.
I'm just gonna keep describing everything that's happening to the two gentlemen that are with me. I'm keeping you informed, so you know.
That doesn't look good, and I'm just kind of like beginning to like aim my staff with both hands in its general direction.
Vera has made a mental note to ask Mark about the scepter because there's no way that she has not seen it before.
Oh,
I mean, he
shit.
totally slipped up when he was like, "It's a family heirloom." I think.
Yeah, she heard that. She was like, no,
Allegedly.
it's not.
All right. It opens as it lowers its head down. Its mouth is still open, and you see as it just begins drawing in all the darkness you have put out,
Oh,
and it just sucks it into its mouth.
I don't like that at all.
And you literally feel, Vera, the connection to that darkness that you controlled is just wrested from you as that darkness is ripped away.
Gentlemen, we have a problem.
Oh no!
And when its head comes down, you see that where its eyes were the High King's a moment ago, and where its face was. Yes, oh God, no!
God, please, no, no!
But where its eyes were, the High King's blue eyes, crystal blue eyes. Now there is a pair of dead cataract eyes in the sockets. The skin on the face is pocked and gray, somewhat rotted. Like you can see through one cheek, and you see the teeth underneath it. You see like something falls out of the hair to the ground, and you see it's like a large large chunk of rotted flesh that's like imbued with maggots and everything like that. It just kind of falls off its head and slaps on the ground.
Gross. I'm gonna leave that part out.
Oh, they can see it now. The darkness is gone.
Great. Okay, great. So it's like totally gone.
And as it's standing there, its head kind of just like tilts to the side, and the mouth is still hanging open, and you hear the Nafandi's voice come out of it. And he says, "Everything in its place, every place has a thing. Now it's time to let the bell ring."
Oh, I don't like the sound of
I
that.
don't like that at all.
Ray, is this like 5 days worth of decomposition? Like this is when we attacked him the last time he's decomposed, or is this like a different level of
This
decomposition?
is a different level. This is like a no, yeah. This is like about a. If you were an expert in this, you could tell that exactly how much it was. But this is way more than 5 days.
Well, I mean, it was like just 5 days ago we saw this guy, right?
Yep.
So we'd be like, yeah, this is a lot.
So are we talking like 2 weeks, 2 months?
Okay, so
The
Am is an expert in this, but is Rose.
This is M talking, not Rose.
You know that with the pallor, the skin tone, and everything like that, that this is someone who was probably put in a grave about a month ago.
Okay, but it also turns on the soil acidity, the temperature of the outside. Like, it's a whole.
Oh yeah, no.
We're not gonna
No.
get into that. We're not
No,
gonna
no,
get
no.
into that.
I was saying he was not buried just in loose ground. He was in a box somewhere because he was obviously somewhere that was somewhat
Also, it
environmentally
really depends on the
controlled.
type of wood the box is made out of.
Okay, so he's very decomposed. Got it.
Yeah.
So I think you answered my second question, but I'm going to ask it anyways just to be super clear. The shell that's decomposing is not the actual Nafandi we saw before. Like this might be him as a soul or an essence, but the outer shell is not the same guy.
Doesn't
we saw
even look like
before.
the same person. No.
Okay.
It's almost like he doesn't want to be right there. All right, so that is his turn. Mark, you're up.
Okay. All right. I am going to try a go big or go home move.
Okay.
I am going to point at him, and I'm going to do magic-y things, aka
All
my
right.
gifts.
What is your magic-y thing you're going to do?
I'm going to provide him with an ultimatum.
Okay.
I am going to say to him, you will unsummon and dismiss all of the magic that you have cast here today, or you will present yourself here in person to talk to us face to face as you truly are.
Okay, so what is the mechanic for the roll, and what is the TN based off of?
We both make a willpower difficulty 6 roll to see who wins.
Okay.
And if I win, he has to choose one of those 2 options.
Difficulty 6?
Difficulty 6.
All right.
Oh, damn.
Not bad.
I will tell you what I got first.
Well, okay. I am going to... you know what? I got it in chat. I'm just going to enter as soon as you say yours.
Okay, I got 4.
Yes!
Oh, wow.
That's what you stepped in. That's what you slipped in. And that explains the
For those of you
abrasion
who are not-
on
yeah,
your
ladies in the
palm.
chat, I got 5.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, wrong chat. So
All right.
he kind of like cocks his head to one side, and he says, "Bold of you to assume I'm not here."
Yeah, but present himself here it means you have to make it all very obvious. Either he's dismissing all this magic, or he's presenting himself to have a face-to-face conversation with us.
He holds the corpse in front of you, holds up its hands, goes to snap its fingers, and the fingertips just fly off. And sorry, Vera. And all the demons. Okay, all the demons disappear.
I'm just gonna look at. I'm gonna be like this, like with them, like look what I did. Look what I did.
Mark just starts strutting around in a circle.
And then give Pandora just a little bit side eye, like I got rid of all the demons at once.
All right, so
Oh, I was just in the middle of squishing
Pandora's
everyone.
hands covered in like.
Yes.
in the ichor.
As my move action, I am gonna do a little circle walk just where I'm at, and then put my elbow up on Vera's shoulder, like, yeah, that's what I did.
All right,
It's taking
Finn.
everything she has not to face
Like
bombs.
maybe punch her shoulder just a little bit, like, yeah, look at that.
Emrys rolls his eyes as a free action.
Same. I was just like, all right. Somebody's getting too big for his britches right now.
So, Rose, Finn is standing there and he's holding your hand, right? And he's looking around as the thing comes out. And he sees the corpse standing there where the High King was. And he looks kind of like, he kind of looks at it and looks at you and he says, so I'm thinking that that's not the High King anymore.
No, you know.
So that
I'm pretty
basically, so he kind of like drops the sword. So that basically means all bets off, yes?
Correct.
He just turns around, he puts his hands together, and like a spout of fire just goes out from his hands straight at the Viking.
Yeah, that was the guy I had an art contest with, and I beat his ass the first time I met him.
He's like, oh shit. Oh wait, Nafandi have low banality.
He
That's
wanted
right.
to drive Vera home.
Yeah, and now he's obsessed with Penny. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
sus.
Yeah.
His type's a little all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah.
It so far it just seems to be feminine presenting right now.
That's the type, right?
So
Yeah.
Type.
the fire goes out, slams into the creature's chest, licks all across its front, and as it goes away, there's this horrid, terrible smell. And there's blisters all over the front of it.
Yep, that's
But that nothing. It doesn't. It's horribly burnt, but it doesn't seem to react to the fire. So that is on his turn. Next comes up is Emery's.
Okay. So-
You're only like 10 feet away from it. And that gout of flame came like right between the three of you.
Oh shit! So I see the gout of flame. I move my staff out of the way of the flame so it doesn't catch fire.
Can you watch it as Vera's like ducks a little?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Important.
Vera. You need to make me a willpower check.
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Yeah.
I forgot about Ross check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Your
it's
difficulty is an 8. You may roll your willpower.
Where's my willpower? Hold
It's
on.
at the bottom of the sheet in the center.
Yep.
And this is when Mark learns his lesson because he
Four,
was too close to
five,
Vera
6,
when she freaked out.
7. I have 7
Right?
dots.
7 dice.
10. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, vampires are incredibly afraid of 2 things: fire and sunlight, like unnaturally afraid. And they must make willpower checks when in the presence of a large amounts of either, in order to not basically go into what's called a frenzy, which is either you run or you fight. Vera?
Okay, so you said an 8?
Yes.
Okay, so I have 2 8s and 2 9s, but 1 1.
So you have 3 successes, which is more than enough to not frenzy. But you are unnerved by this huge gout of flame that literally came within inches of you.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, you are like fucking pissed and freaked out.
I think for thematics, I think that she's kind of moved a little closer to Mark, and then the fangs just immediately come out as soon as it happens.
Yep. Yeah.
Just because Mark was right there on her shoulder and
Yeah.
Emery stepped to the side, I think she just instinctively stepped in.
So basically, they got a flame right between you and Emery's for the most
Yeah.
part, and you kind of jumped over onto Mark.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, so that was
And kind of just like hissed back, watch it.
Emery's. What are you up to?
Okay. I am keeping the staff between myself and the Nafandi. I'm gonna run up to where Penny is, and I'm going to try to move her back away from him.
Okay. So you run over to Penny. She's standing there, and she's still kind of just like looking the Nefandi up and down. Her head kind of like is tilted to the side, like she's studying something. And you run up to her, and you kind of like just like hook your arm around her waist and start like just trying to drag her backwards.
They're like, yeah, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
And she doesn't really resist, as you're moving her backwards. But you just hear that deep voice come out of Penny. And it says, "You know that this is where I need to be."
Yes, but does she need to be here?
She is me.
Yes, I knew you were going to say that. What do I need to do? What can I do?
Let's keep her safe.
Well, great. We're on the same page. And I will stand between Penny and the Nefandi with my staff out. Depending if I am close enough, I would like to try and like strike it in the face
Okay.
with the staff.
Yeah.
Like to the point where like I am trying to shove my staff down this thing's mouth.
Gotcha. It does have a very big mouth currently. So go ahead and make me a melee plus dex plus melee roll.
Alright.
Your difficulty is a 6.
Alright.
Actually, it's only a 5. This guy isn't moving for shit.
And you said the difficulty is a 6?
Yes.
That is 3 successes. One of them is a 10.
All right. You don't have any melee specialties or anything, right?
I don't yet.
Okay.
No.
So that is 3 successes. So that gives you 2 extra dice on damage. And don't forget your lightning damage. And
right.
your staff does an extra 2 damage itself. So that's a total of 5. And you had 4 dice in lightning damage, I think.
Yep.
So that's 9 dice of damage. But roll the lightning damage separately because it's a separate type of damage.
The lightning is the 4, right?
Yes. And then remember that the difficulty is a 6 for everything.
Difficulty is a 6. So I'm going to do the lightning damage first.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 12. Jeez. 22. No, sorry. That's 21. 25 on the lightning.
Did you add that up?
Was I not supposed to?
You're supposed to tell me the number of successes.
Oh,
Wrong
Sorry.
game.
Wrong game,
Wrong
Sphinx. You're doing a lightning bolt.
Wait,
three
Are you not-
successes then.
are you not okay with 25 successes on damage?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine with it. It's, making the guy explode immediately is kind of funny, but
I mean, that'll be the second time.
that second time.
Third
Yeah. All right, so
the
that's
same guy.
Same guy, yeah.
3 successes,
Kidding.
and then you roll me your
Lightning.
the physical damage.
2 on the physical.
Okay, so 5 damage total. Gotcha. All right, and when you hit him with a lightning bolt, you see the body physically start to jerk and convulse as the lightning courses through him. There's scorch marks as the lightning literally ripples across his frame. And when the lightning stops, the head is kind of like... The body itself just kind of wobbles for a second. And are you doing anything? Oh, that's you gonna do anything else, Emery? Or you're just gonna stand there?
Can I do anything else?
You didn't spend any time for trying to get any other actions, so.
Yeah, then no.
All right, or time or correspondence can be used to get extra actions.
Well, I could. Can I use time now? Would that have to be something that I would have to?
No, you'd have to do it you have to do it, and then you'd have the extra actions.
Cool. Then yeah, I do nothing else. I just hold my ground between it and Penny.
Do you have anything in correspondence, by the way?
I have nothing in correspondence.
No problem. Correspondence is kind of like another factor for doing extra stuff. Rose, you're up.
All right, so we're gonna do Eldritch Prime again, but however, we're gonna use the roots of the land because we are inside of a bunch of trees technically.
The floor looks like it's grown of natural wood.
Perfect. So we're gonna do it. So we're gonna bind his ankles and his wrists with roots.
All right.
Yep, that'll be nature, actor, and stamina for that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Banality
so, what
is
was the difficulty?
The banality is a 6.
Okay, so
The Fondi, really not that banal for some reason. Oh shit! I'm thinking of Marauders.
You would think they would be more banal.
Actually, Nefandi are more banal, but I've already said it was banality, so I fucked up. Marauders are the ones who are not banal.
okay.
Because
so
they're insane.
I have 4 successes.
4 successes? Got
So
it.
that means they can withhold 2 levels of damage.
Gotcha. Wait, withhold 2 levels damage? Or
They can withstand 2 levels
Oh,
of damage.
got it. Before they're broken, basically.
Yep.
All right, no problem. All right, so that is your action. Next is Pandora.
Do something cool.
I mean, I can't squish demons anymore.
Nope. The only thing left is the body in the center of the room.
I mean, I did slash it once, but let's try again. Let's have a little sequel. So gonna go over to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I've been squishing heads. So let's try and squish the head.
All
An American werewolf in the fake court.
Spending any rage or anything for extra actions or anything?
I mean, I don't really. Well, I don't know if that takes a turn though. Because I have razor claws, but I don't know if that's an action.
It takes an action to use razor claws.
Is it an action or does it take a turn?
You spend a point of rage to enact razor claws, so you have to spend another point of rage to get an action after that. So basically, you have to spend an action to activate the razor claws, and then if you want to use the razor claws immediately, you have to spend another point of rage to use them.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, cool.
I have rage left.
So splink. There, you rake your claws across the hardened wooden floor, sparks coming off of them as you move forward.
Nice.
And then I'm assuming you're going to try and rip him in half. So
Yeah.
go ahead and make me an attack roll. It's brawl plus dex plus brawl to attack.
Yes. Oh. Yeah. Oh, none of them flew away this time. 6 successes.
Woo!
I love
Jesus
these dice.
All right, that's 6 successes, so you're going to have 5 extra dice on damage and 1 extra dice for razor claws.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So that's
It's 15 dice.
15 dice?
Yeah.
Sweet God in heaven.
Murderize them.
Let's go.
Murderize them.
Okay. That is 9 successes.
Jesus Christ. 9 levels of ag. That's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. No. Perfectly fucking fine, except it's not. Alright.
Oh. Oh.
Fuck. God damn it. Alright.
Hey guys, I think we killed him.
I think it was just Pandora. Being like, what do you mean that Vera's over near
Pandora!
Mark? Hmm.
Right?
What are you doing to him specifically? Are you doing the head squitch?
I mean, like, I don't... Because, Rose, what, like, how did you bind him? Is he, like, burritoed, or...
No, she said she got his hands and his feet. So, like,
Yeah.
wood grew up over his feet, and then vines came out and grabbed hold of his hands, and or I guess they're holding them, pulling them down towards the floor type thing, so he
Kind
can't
of,
move.
yeah. Yep.
Bet. So I'm gonna, like, reverse, tear him limb from limb, and then I'm trying to remove the torso and the head, because the limbs are bound. Just take that shit.
So you just take the center of the body and leave the limbs tied down. All right.
Just, like, that fucking thing where, like, the Hulk was, like, bashing it.
Nice.
So you see Pandora's huge form reach forward and grab him, claws digging into flesh. She rips him. Basically, looks like she's trying to rip him out of the bindings that are holding him down. But instead, all she does is she rips the center torso off of all the limbs. As the limbs go ripping off, the torso comes flying out, and Pandora like takes the torso and like just starts slamming it into the floor repeatedly. There is a wet squelching noise as the torso is slammed into the ground. Pandora, when you let it go, the torso is just kind of like laying there. The head has been flattened. It looks like a potato sack full of really nasty rotted meat now. Because, like, there's nothing really recognizable as a body anymore.
Well, that's great. That's great. This went from a Marvel movie to a slaughterhouse.
And so...
Where is the Wraith Lady?
So... I don't know where the Wraith Lady is.
We called her.
You
Or we
called her?
texted her?
Yeah, we called it.
You called her.
We called her.
So that was on Pandora. Vera, what are you doing?
This is a very good question because she just watched Mark banish them all, and then Pandora rip it to shreds. So she's a little like, "What do now?" Okay.
Are you just, like, assessing your situation?
Yeah, I'm going to assess the situation and look around the room.
As you turn around, as you look around the room...
Off? I was gonna say, is the lady off with the goblet still? Like she's
She's
gonna
still
look
standing
around.
there.
Okay, she's going to take a wide
You-
sweep of the room real quick.
As you look around, the lady with the goblet is holding the goblet in one hand in front of her. Her other hand is going across the top of the goblet. And as you watch it, small figures begin standing up in the goblet.
Rose, is
And
that
then they
normal?
begin... The figures begin, like, moving out. And you see that red smoke begins pouring over the side of the goblet and running down. And you see that the figure at the front is a huge humanoid figure with goat antlers. He's wearing a giant frock that looks like a coat made of oaken leaves. the fall coloration. The horse he's riding on has the front of its skull is bare. It has fangs where its eyes should be are red flames. Its hooves are on fire as it rides out. Around it it's surrounded by black hounds that are running its feet, and the hounds begin braying a call, and the call is chilling and terrifying.
Oh no.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
called for
hunt.
Rose, and I'm just like, is this
What I know what
normal?
this is right now.
It's the Wild Hunt.
Oh.
Sama
Rose just starts.
bitch.
Hey, it's the wild hunt. It's the wild hunt. It's the wild hunt. It's the
So
wild
what
hunt.
do we
it's the
do
wild hunt.
with that?
Emery's just like he's just like grabs a bag on his waist, opens it up, and he's fumbling with shit, and he's like, I don't know if I can open a trot here. So that, but what are you doing, Vera?
Because Emrys doesn't know how to
Does
open the trap.
Vera know what this is, like, at all?
How deep is Vera's knowledge of like lore, supernatural?
She's got 3 in occult.
You can make me an intelligence plus occult roll.
Oh, intelligence plus occult. Okay, let's see. So 4 plus 3.
You also see that there are other writers around him.
Yeah, so 7. I just rolled. What's the...
Oh, difficulty is if I didn't give it to you, it's a 6.
Okay, all right, because I have 4 successes then, but I got 1 again, so 3.
It looks to be the huntsman who is the leader of the Wild Hunt, which is in Fey terms is the boogeyman, the death, everything all rolled up into one. If the Wild Hunt is summoned, and it can usually only be summoned by the king or queen of the Fey, if the Wild Hunt is summoned, then whoever the target of the Wild Hunt is will be dead by sunrise, and the hunt will not stop until they take them down.
Is there a visible target? Like, is there
You
a sign or
don't
something?
know at this point.
Okay.
You're assuming that the target would be the Nefandi.
Yeah. But they were summoned. They appeared afterwards.
Well,
No,
as I
that
said,
Nefandi
she
is
summoned the
dead.
goblet last turn.
But
Right.
we don't know if he's fully dead yet.
True. Okay, cool. Cool.
Especially if people don't know that he is in fact inhabiting the body or just controlling it from somewhere else.
Exactly. Okay, cool. God, that's a good question. I don't know what Vera would, because she has a vague idea now of what this is. Like, she's like, oh, no, I think in Fey terms and not vampire terms. I think she's honestly.
In mortal terms, someone just launched a nuke.
Yeah, basically. So we leave now, right? Right?
Probably a good idea. Probably
great.
a good
Great,
idea.
great.
But I can't leave Penny, and Penny says she has to be here.
So we stay then. Okay,
Mhm.
great. Let's see. Emery's is in front of Penny, like guarding one side. I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty much protecting Penny from where the body used to be, or from where the body was. Once
Well, the arms and legs are still there.
Can I kick off the legs?
They're actually rooted to the ground.
Oh, that's right. They are. That's
Yeah.
right. That's the reason there. Other than that.
What are you gonna do, Vera?
This is a good question. I'm gonna take up a place besides Penny's other side, opposite
Alright.
side of Emery's. She doesn't have any of her weapons, so she's just going to get ready to throw her hands at anything that she might need to.
Can I?
Don't
do
forget,
this as
in
Vera's
Penny's vest,
passing?
there are guns.
There are
Yeah,
guns.
and as
That's true.
And
Does
as
she have
Vera's
my gun?
passing, Emrys kind of like leans one side over to like present the sword that is still sheathed at his hip.
I think since I knew that I helped Penny with her dress, I think I would know and go grab a gun out of Penny's corset. It may not be my gun, but I'll figure it out.
It's a gun.
Either way, so
Gun's a
she's
gun.
on Penny's other side, like
Yeah.
loading a
So
gun.
you go to Penny's other side, and you kind of like just pop the little Velcro seam that holds the
Yeah.
corset closed. And as you pop that seam on that side, you look in, you see 1 9mm and your hand cannon.
Cool. I want my hand cannon. Of course.
So you
grab
pull
my
out your
hand cannon.
you pull out your 20-pound gun.
Yep. Oh, sweet. That was nice of her. As I start loading it off to the other side.
All right, so that's
Kid's good. What can I say?
Very good.
all right. So is that what you're doing this turn then?
Yep.
All right.
I'm
so
loading my weapon and preparing myself for whatever comes next round.
on the next action, which would technically be the king's action, the torso that's laying in the ground splits like a melon, and offal and insects and disgustingness just start pouring out of it.
Gross.
And you see one huge clawed hand coming out of the torso, puts itself hand on the ground, and begins pulling itself out of the torso. Another huge clawed hand. And when I say huge, I mean when the clawed hands come out, the wrist and everything like that, they're pushing up through the torso. The hands are as big as the torso. It's kind of like a warping effect as the arms and everything get longer and wider, and pushes up through. And a huge face forces its way up. The face is very rounded. It has just a gash split in the front. The front of the face is just very round, very featureless. The eyes are hollow and empty. The eyebrows are almost in a mockery of a scowling, angry look. They're just so over caricatured. But where the nose is, there's just two slits in the flesh, and then where the mouth is, there's just a straight line split. And as the head comes out, the mouth opens up, and it's just full of like rotted large size looking human teeth, but they're just rotted. They have like big holes and chunks in them. And as the mouth opens up, this like green fetid tongue kind of like lolls out of it, and it begins pushing itself up. And as it does, its torso is emerging. It's incredibly long and slender. The arms are incredibly long and slender, ending in these giant hands. It's covered in this like horrible, disgusting foulness, and it keeps on pushing its way up, and it's eventually manages to get all the way out. Not even close, Jonathan. It pushes its way out, and it gets all the way up to where it's it's stepping its feet out, and as it does, you realize that as it's getting up to stand, when it stands up, it's gonna be almost as tall as the room, which was close to 20 feet up.
As it's coming up, and I'm like watching it, all I can hear is Tenacious D's Beelzebub. And I immediately sing, "Fuck."
Perfect. You've emanated my feelings entirely as she closes where she's put her bullets. Like, great. Just staring.
All right, so that is its action. Now it is over to Mark. This thing has a wingspan so big that it could literally, pretty much reach the throne from where it's standing.
And how far out of this thing is it so far?
It's over halfway, like it's pulling its feet out.
Okay, so how far up is it to get to something that's like torso, head, or neck?
About 10 feet, 15 feet? 10 feet, 10 feet.
So a move action.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I am going to take my normal action and 2 extras. I am going to summon my claws as one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I will be using my gift for my claws. Sorry, Vera. I'll apologize now. And I will be move up and then be attacking for something much closer to center mass.
Okay.
To be fair, I did call you over here, so it's fine.
So my special claw gift, it is called Sun Claws. My claws and fangs will begin to burn with an intense smokeless golden flame.
Oh boy.
It's not sunlight, is it?
Technically no.
Oh good.
But kind of. because
It's still golden flames, so like
fire of
For
some kind.
for the rest of the scene, my claws and fangs will inflict 2 additional points of damage. Used against vampires, these attacks inflict levels rather than dice of aggravated damage.
Oh.
Just straight up at 2 extra points of ag.
Well, it's 2 dice of extra damage normally. Against a vampire, it's just 2 extra health levels.
Oh, against a oh.
Which is why it might actually be sunlight technically, because it's that bad to a vampire.
So you're
Radiant
basically
damage.
summoning death for Vera.
You know, but it's not like it emits a glow outwards. It's only when I hit something with it.
I was thinking, I guess
Ah.
you're not attacking me, so
Yeah. But I'm sure it's unsettling to see that I can do it.
yeah, a little bit. Considering she jumped from fire closer to you, and then you were like, "Here's also flame," and she's like, "Shit."
Fucking assholes everywhere.
So it looks kind of like this. Mark like does this. His claws go out. Then they start smoking and burning with flame. And then he just goes running up the thing so that he can slash at it.
You're not in Krenos though, right?
No.
Okay, got it. Go for it. Roll.
That's why it took me an action to get the claws.
Yeah,
She also looked at Emery. Did you know he could do that?
roll.
All right.
Give me that
Nope.
beautiful bean
You can
footage.
do that. That's weird. That's weird.
Great,
This is
great,
why I use
cool.
lightning.
Cool. Great. Cool. That's not unnerving at all.
Nope.
That is not good. That's only 2 successes. I was hoping for way more. That was a lot of dice to
Oh.
get so few.
Well, you
Okay,
got the
relate.
successes. What's wrong, Pandora?
Can't relate. Only 2 successes.
You know what? I can't roll good all the time, all right? It doesn't work that way.
Well, you still get to roll your damage.
All right. Sorry. All right, so that is that many dice. I mean, that's not horrible. That's 4.
Four levels of damage.
Yeah.
All right. So, and it's ag. So you go running up the torso. The torso looks like a parody of a human body, stretched out incredibly long. Everything about it is just wrong. Like the ribs are like 8 inches apart. And that you go and you rip into it with your claws, and instead of it, you feeling the rip and tear of flesh. As you rip into it, it feels like you're carving into like the husk of some kind of dried plant. As like chunks and splinters go flying off of it. And you realize that this thing, whatever it is like a marionette puppet or something.
Of course it is.
All right, so that was your last action though, right, Mark?
Yep.
Finn is going to step back, and he looks up at the thing, and he looks at Rosaline, and he says,
That's new.
he says, "I'm going to try and open the trot. We have to get the fuck out of here."
Do you happen to know who the Wild Hunt's after?
And he's like, "That's one of the reasons we have to get out of here. I had no fucking clue. The only person who knows who the Wild Hunt's after is who the Wild Hunt's after.
Ugh.
But anyone here who's they consider in the way is dead."
Yep, get the trot open.
Shit.
Great.
Yep. That was not a good time to fail.
Oh no.
He didn't botch. He just failed.
Okay.
He didn't botch. He just failed. He got 2 successes. He got 1 success and a 1. So it's not easy to open a trot. All right. So that is Finn's action as he tries desperately to try and open the way, and there's too much chaos and there's too many terrifying things happening. Emery's, you're up.
As watching all of this happen, like I got my staff kind of put in at the thing.
Mhm.
I leaned back towards Penny. Any ideas would be absolutely helpful right now. I'm protecting you, but I have no idea what else. What are you doing now? What is happening?
And Penny, the figure beside you kind of is looking up, and it says, "Everything that is happening must happen. I wait my turn."
Okay, that is not at all fine. And I'm just gonna shoot lightning at the thing.
All right. So go ahead and make me a roll.
And a retail roll.
I'll be right back. I have to take care of something real quick.
One, two, 3 successes. And one of those successes was a 10.
All right, excellent. So you fire off the lightning bolt. So you get your damage, which I do believe is, what, twice your successes?
Yeah.
So you get your damage dice on that.
6 damage dice. 1, 2, 3. 3. Hoping for more. 3 is what we're gonna do. Saving my willpower for something important. Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
Oh, it was 3 successes on.
Oh, I'm
damage.
sorry. I thought thought that was damage. All right, yeah. So
Yeah, that was the damage.
Oh no, that's what I meant. The lightning bolt kind of like traces up his side as he's still reemerging. There's a scorch marks, but there's it's just a burn wound on this giant thing.
Okay, and as I see that, okay, any indication that I'm sticking with you. Any indication of what's happening next would be great. Would be real good.
So Rose, you're up.
We're not having a good time. One, I'm gonna eyeball Mab, see what the hell she doing.
She seems to be focusing on the goblet, and her hand is outstretched and pointed in y'all's general direction.
That is not helpful at all.
Not
And
even
she
a
still
little.
seems to be chanting.
Can I hear it?
All the screaming, no.
All right. There's something I'm gonna do.
By the
but
way,
if
most
you-
everyone who is not actively fighting, and since the demons are all gone, a lot of people are not fighting except for you guys, have fled. Most of the guards are now surrounding the base of the dais.
All right. So there's something I want to do, but it states with what I want to do. I have to cast it, and then I have to cast the same cantrip again in order to direct it.
Okay.
So it is Eldritch Prime. I will be forming a firestorm above this motherfucker.
So much fire!
I can't. The only elements I'm allowed to summon is fire, wood, wind, air, and stone.
To be fair, technically Vera's not even supposed to be at a fake court. So like
Vera's not even supposed to be here today.
I'm not even supposed to be here. So
Yeah.
like she's just like, yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so you gonna cast it
Don't
this
even
turn, then you have to
go.
cast it again next turn, basically.
Yeah, it is
doesn't even
cumulative.
go.
So basically, in order for me to direct it, I have to roll the same amount of successes as the present size or more.
So it's seen for this
Yes.
effect, and then you're rolling your what's it, primal? You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to roll it first to make it appear, and then when it is, I think, my next action to direct it and actually attack on my next turn.
Gotcha. And you have to roll at least in the same number of successes you rolled the first time.
Yep.
Woo!
Let's hope It is in my favor. Since summoning it, I just have to do nature.
The conspiracy theories are gone amok.
Is it a conspiracy theory or is it the plot?
If
You
only
have to call it a
Optic over
conspiracy
here.
theory to bury the truth.
No! The dice fell off. Stay on the table. Oh, dear gods.
Uh-oh.
I think I made a very well-made argument for this.
I'm gonna have to roll 5 successes on my next
That
turn.
clearly Sphinx
Oh,
doesn't
shit.
like, but is going to have a hard time disputing.
Yeah, you just see a storm just circling, starting to circle, fire.
Describe
just,
it,
don't
yeah.
like it.
Describe it how
Yeah.
describe how it appears.
Yep. She's ready for this shit to be done, and her anger is boiling at this point. She's angry, she's tired. All of this shit is just absolutely getting to be too much. So, she points up at the sky, and you just see clouds starting to swirl really quickly around over the top of this thing, and fire starting to, like, kind of crackle out of it.
Like heat
And it
lightning.
looks- Yeah, heat lightning.
That's. I'm not, and I kind of lean back towards Vera. I'm not doing that. That's not me.
I know. I believe you.
Like the lightning is usually my thing. That is not me. It's not me.
You feel like someone's stealing your game? Is that what this is?
Little bit.
All right, so you
like
guys
maybe
are.
somebody stealing my thunder.
Oh.
Ta-da.
Hey.
Ta-da.
So you guys get the use that's going on right now. On the next action, there is Pandora.
I hate that image you just said, Jonathan. I hate it so much. Okay.
I think that's pretty close.
Yeah, that's why I hate it. You know what?
That's like a
How
weird Slender Man.
disgusting. How close is everybody to the thingy?
Like 10 feet. Well,
On
okay,
it?
so me and Emery's are like 10
Yeah,
feet.
we're about 10
That's where
feet
I
away.
stopped us. Oh no, we moved because Penny is right there too.
Yeah.
So we're still very close. And then Mark is literally on top of it.
Cool, because with the firestorm shit, I'm kind of tempted to grab Vera and move her further away from it.
Stop.
I would.
Just-
I would.
Yeah. Okay. Bet. Yeah. Okay. We're doing that. We're doing that. Just just
Oh, damsel, I'm in distress. Have a nice day.
like I understand
Watch
she's
the
so
ankles.
powerful. She's got a 20-pound gun on her. However, yeah. So I'm gonna go over and like just kind of grab her by the. Cause like how would she prefer to be carried? I don't want to just throw her
What's
over
your
my shoulder.
carry-
That's rude.
What's your carry preference?
like
Ray, you're muted.
Ray, I think you're
Ray
muted.
is muted.
You're muted.
Ray,
Ray
you're
is
muted.
compl-
You're
Ray,
not
Ray, you're
completely
muted.
Sorry, I was saying you're like 9 feet tall, and literally you could like palm her entire head.
Exactly, but I don't want to do that because I've been squishing people's heads like that. So,
Your hands are pretty gross right now.
man, okay, just like I gotta do the on the magic oak armor, and then just kind of scoop her in front. Scoop.
What the?
And
And I
remember,
can't even speak, so I'm assuming Kratos form can't speak. So
you can speak. It's just really fucking difficult, and it's.
okay.
So maybe we just don't.
And remember what Ivy's wearing.
Oh, yeah.
Or sorry, what Vera's wearing? I should say.
The gown.
She is wearing a gown.
Yep.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
just
so-
scoop.
Yes.
So scoop.
Scooping and
All right, so you're
That's
moving
fine.
her further away from the firestorm.
yeah, getting her out from under the cloud.
Excellent.
Yep, that's good. That's fine. I can shoot from here.
Thank you. All right, so that is on Pandora's turn. I'm getting everyone's names wrong tonight. I'm sorry. Vera, you've just been carried away. What are you going to do?
I can shoot from here.
Absolutely. You do happen to have a hand cannon.
Yes, I do happen to have a hand cannon.
Roll me Dex plus firearms.
I would like to use said hand cannon. Dex plus firearms. Hold on. 3, and then what's my firearms? 2. So 3 plus 2, so 5.
5 dice.
5 dice. Boop, boop. 5 dice. Roll. You didn't say anything.
6.
Okay, so
It's a giant thing. It's really easy to hit.
That's true. I got so 3 successes, but one of them is a 10.
Okay, so that's 3 successes. So that's 2 extra. The cannon does 8 dice of damage. So you have 2 extra dice. Guns are fucking deadly. So that's 10 total dice and damage.
So roll 10 d10s.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure here. 10 d10s worth of damage. Do I add them all together?
No. Each
Okay.
6s are 6. You need a 6 to 2 damage.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 of them are 10s.
Excellent. So you basically fire the hand cannon off, and it basically shoots out, and like a giant chunk of the torso just like explodes off in chunks everywhere, right next to Mark. Oddly enough,
I didn't hit him.
but you don't hit Mark.
I don't hit Mark.
But Mark, you're pelted by little fragments of this thing that gets blown off as you hear the distinctive roar of Vera's hand cannon.
Yeah, I feel like she just was like, oh, I was scooped, and she's like, fine. Aims it and just.
I would think it's even funnier if she's like kind of like, you know, you've been scooped up, so you just like lean over Pandora's shoulder and use her shoulder to aim.
Yeah, she's like,
Nice.
hey Pandora, don't move. And she just, you good? Put me down. Tap tap. Put me down.
Hashtag battle couple.
Helicopter. All right.
Thank you. Put me down. Put me down. It's
So-
just reloading the next one. Ooh.
So you basically blow a giant chunk out of it. The next action is it finishes crawling out of the remains of the torso, which is now just splattered everywhere. It stands up, and it kind of just lifts its hands up in the air around it, and it puts its hands up into the firestorm, and it
Oh no.
brings its hands back down, and they're on fire.
Didn't he have to dismiss that?
Huh?
Didn't he have to dismiss that?
He didn't. He just stuck his hands in it,
Oh no.
Vera hated that.
and he brings it down, and his
That
hands are now
is-
on fire.
Not good. Very
And-
not good.
It turns around, and it looks down, and it raises its hands over its head, and tries to bring them down right on top of you, Rosaline.
Oh, I mean, I already screwed him over once. I mean, it's fair. It's fair.
It's fair.
It's fair.
No.
No.
How terrible, horrible, no good, very bad is it?
I feel like this could be very, very bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, 7 successes to hit.
What do I need to roll to dodge it?
You can actually, if you have extra actions, or you can spend your action instead of reinforcing the storm cloud, the firestorm, you can instead take your dice pool and split it. You can take your dice pool for your dex plus dodge, and then you can take your dice pool for your casting ability. You can add the total number of dice together and then divide that in half. And then you can use that dice pool, split that dice pool further in half, and use half of it for the dodge action and half of it for the casting. Actually, technically, you can divide the dice any way you want to, but I know
my brain hurts.
Yeah, what's your dice pool for your your dex plus dodge?
Okay, that is 5.
And what is your dice pool for that you use to cast the storm?
Well, for the next round, it would have to be my art. Not my. It has to be my actor, my nature, and my stamina, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
7. So
Yeah.
you've got and it was 5. You said from the other one.
That's 12.
Dex plus dodge. 5
Yeah.
or 6. Okay, so it's 5 and it's 12. So then you have 6 dice, and you can only spend, and you can spend them however you want to. You can spend 1 dice on dodging and the rest on your cast, or you can spend 3 dice on dodging and 3 dice on your casting, or you can spend like 1 dice on your casting and all the rest of your dice on
I'm
dodge.
gonna have to do 1 on the dodge, and the rest has to go into, because I have to have the same amount of successes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. You can roll 1d10 for dodge.
Here we go. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is 6.
1 success.
So he has 1 less dice, so he only has 6 successes.
Okay.
So
I don't like it. I don't like
The
it.
good news is, with me rolling this, I can redirect that fire off of his fucking hands. Here we go.
I don't think I've ever rolled this many dice in Vampire before.
Do you want me to go ahead and roll my primal?
Yes, please.
Four successes.
Okay, and the primal is for your soak.
Okay.
Oh, no, you were rolling primal. What were you rolling primal for?
She was gonna redirect the fire off of his fucking hands.
Okay, all right.
Try again.
Who are you making try again?
Gross.
Rose.
For the 1.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. So that is
Could I build a willpower to get an auto success?
supposed to do that before you roll, technically.
Okay. Nah, it's fine.
All right. all
I'll
right.
do the 4. It's fine.
All right. So you're looking at 8 levels of ag,
Oh.
and you're gonna need to make a stamina roll to soak it.
Yep.
And you can spend willpowers for auto successes on this.
Yep. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. How many can I spend willpower wise in a roll?
I think your max is, I don't know.
6, 7. That is a good. I'm asking all the questions, Jill.
Oh no, it's a good question.
I'm asking all of the questions. Look at me. Well, y'all, Rose might die today.
1.
Oh.
1.
Yep, thought so. We're gonna spin the 1.
1. Only 1 willpower may be expended for auto success in any action.
Yep. I only have 2 dice, y'all. Here we go. Difficulty.
6.
Alright, I have a 10 and a 7.
Actually, that's all right. Then I'll go. All right. So you soak 2 levels of ag, so you take 6 levels of
Okay.
aggravated damage.
Alright, so you're gonna have to explain the health chart.
All right. So on the health chart, you'll see all the boxes.
Yeah, I have real and chimerical.
Okay. This is. Oh, how many levels of chimeric is it from your bark skin or whatever it is?
I don't have it on me.
Oh,
No,
this
fuck
is
you on
real.
Pandora.
This is just real damage.
Yep.
So you're taking 6 levels of real damage.
Yep, so that means pass bruised.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, so then it's like -1, -1, -2, -2, -5.
Yeah, -5 is number of dice that you lose from your dice pools for everything.
Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am almost dead. I am -5 on all of my dice pools.
All right.
I
Which
hate
means,
that.
if I remember correctly, I still only I can't not roll anything.
Yes, you always get at least 1 dice.
Yep.
So that was on its turn. Mark, you're up. As the hands come down. Oh, by the way, the hands don't come up. They're still on. So she's technically invisible. She can't see her at all.
want to do violence so bad, but it's probably not the best approach anymore.
Well, you're still on it, technically.
I know, but I just feel like violence is probably not the best way to get her saved.
This thing is taking a decent amount of freaking damage. I mean, it doesn't really seem to care, but it's taking a decent amount of freaking damage.
Right. It's the caring that concerns us, or the lack thereof.
That is the. I mean, this thing's massive. Who knows how many health levels it has? It might have like 30 health levels. How hard would it be to get her out from under the hands?
Those hands are big. They look like they weigh a lot, and it's okay. Let's put it this way: the wood around where the hands are is cracked. So it's not just the fact that their hands are heavy; it's the fact that they're under force. Oh, and yeah, and Rose, you can't breathe because you're just being squished.
Yeah.
How much you gonna increase? Wait, this thing doesn't really have like vulnerable spot. I mean, it's like not real, right?
It doesn't seem to be reacting to anything.
It's not living, right?
It's not acting like a living thing. It's not bleeding.
Oh, Mark's gonna be clever now. I am going to. I'm gonna be clever, Ray. It's gonna be annoying, but I'm gonna be clever.
You are a cat.
I am a cat. I'm gonna run down the arm, and I'm gonna use my gift open seal, and then when the hands open, because it's not living.
Okay, but the hands aren't closed.
But they're sealed to the ground.
Hmm.
And there's two of them together.
Let's do it this way. I think that is really kind of roll 1d10. And if you get if you go high, then you can do it. And if it goes low, then you can't.
It's a 6.
Then you can.
And I'm gonna drag Rose out of here.
Okay, so first off, you have to do it. You still have to use the gift.
Yeah.
Because
right,
in this case,
rating?
huh?
What's the gauntlet rating?
The gauntlet rating here is 7.
Okay.
And yeah, that's all you need. You just need to break the gauntlet. You just use the gauntlet rating for it because it's not alive.
Yep. 2 successes. It is open.
All right. So the hands pop open.
Grab Rose and drag her off.
Okay. So you reach down, you grab Rose, and you begin dragging her off.
Towards the others. Towards the others.
I was going to say.
Because this is already bad.
All right. So that is your action, sir?
Yeah, that's about all I can do.
All right. On his action, Finn comes up to you two as you're on the ground.
Are we gonna hot potato Rose?
No, he takes Rose from your hands, and he moves further. He actually comes up by you. And Rose, there is a small bird sitting on Finn, flying around the two of you, and Finn looks at you and he smiles. Oh, we lost someone.
Lost Ivy.
I'm back.
There she's back.
There she is.
You fixed something real fast.
That was the strangest thing. Okay, for some reason it backed out of all my tabs.
You may need to fix everybody on stream.
I just gotta fix a couple people, yeah.
That was weird. I don't know what happened.
Am I Pandora again?
Anything.
No,
you're Ivy now.
You're Ivy now.
That's
Oh,
acceptable.
man.
That's acceptable. Thanks. Appreciate you, Jonathan. Everything backed out. That was really weird. I was like, I'm not even touching it.
Also, I'm like live tweeting this game the entire time.
Oh my
Oh, you are?
It's been humorous.
I'm sure it's a saga.
If Ivy's right about what happens next, I'm gonna be so mad.
No, I will feel
cry.
vindicated. I'll be mad, but I'll feel vindicated.
I would die.
I literally tried to sneaky cat my way into getting Rosalind out of the situation.
I would cry.
You
That
got
was
Rosalind out of the
Okay,
situation.
the burb. The burb.
Burp, burp, burp.
The burb only I can see right now.
Yep.
Bird is the word.
Bird is the word.
So you see Finn, and he basically, you see the bird fluttering around, and you see him as he holds his hand out, and the bird lands on his hand, and he whispers something to the bird. The bird flies down and lands on your crushed, mangled body.
Yeah, everything hurts.
And the bird collapses on your chest.
Wait, it's broken. That means everybody can see it.
And as it does, all the damage and pain and injuries that you suffered are now transferred to Finn.
I hate it.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm only excited because I literally typed that in the chat.
I like how just since you were really excited, you're like, yes, he's in pain.
Yes.
And Finn looks at you, and he kind of smiles, and he says, "Last trick." And he disappears. And he appears standing on the shoulders of the thing.
No.
Hey, you know that thing about self-sacrificing that we're like, Finn's a self-sacrificing type? Yep.
Emery's, you're up.
I look. I see Finn appear at the top of the thing, and I will say to Penny, "Look, whatever is going to happen, please make it happen now. He's friend. He shouldn't have to die for this. This isn't okay."
Once again, the deep voice comes out and says, "I can act when I can act."
Great.
Go, girl, give us nothing.
I am going to then, with keeping one hand on the staff, I'm gonna look at Finn, and I'm gonna go, "Sorry, buddy," and I'm gonna push out with my other hand, and try and use telekinesis to push him off of the creature.
So he would fall about 20-ish feet at this point.
Maybe then not that then.
And since he's close enough to be seen, you can see that like he is like one of his eyes is like literally swollen shut. He's barely hanging on to this thing. His left leg looks like it might be broken.
Okay. I would like to try then, rather than push him off, I'd like to try and use telekinesis to like lift Finn off of the creature.
Okay.
Like, and not in like a catapulting him off, but like a very gentle like.
You're trying to keep him off of it, basically.
Yeah. So, and I will. I'm assuming an arete roll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend a willpower on that one.
Got it?
Okay. 1, 2, 3 successes.
As you reach out with your magics, and you feel the forces coalesce, and you like are using them to try and surround him and lift him. Penny's hand just comes up and pushes your staff down.
Nope.
I turn to Penny. Please tell me this isn't what's supposed to happen.
No one can know the future.
Bullshit.
I hate this
I
dragon.
should have used
so much.
time. I should have used time. I should have used time.
You do see that Finn has risen a little bit because she didn't stop you completely.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's kind of like floating almost above the thing's head.
Okay.
So he's not actually on it anymore.
Okay, so she didn't stop me from lifting him up.
No.
She just moved because my hand is what's doing the telekinesis, but she's lowered my staff.
Oh, I thought you were using your staff. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No.
Then she would have lowered your hand, but he doesn't move. You still feel the effect. He's still lifted off. He's just no longer standing on the thing.
Boy.
Are you doing anything else?
Probably can't cast any more magic right now, can I?
No.
Fuck. Okay. All right. Then no, I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing and standing by Penny. I'm like,
Rosalind,
dragon,
you have no
you-
wound penalties.
No, it's fine.
It's your turn.
It's fine. She is beelining straight for fucking Penny.
For
And
Penny?
it's gonna pull her hand back and pop her in the fucking face. No! Screaming, fucking do something, you overgrown fucking lizard.
Overgrown fucking lizard. You want to roll the attack?
Fuck yes, what I gotta roll?
Brawl plus Dex plus Brawl.
What's the difficulty of hitting Penny in the fucking face?
6.
Okay,
She's just standing there.
3 successes.
oh,
You punch her in the face. Give me your strength plus 2 dice damage.
Okay, so how do I add up damage? This is gonna be interesting.
You just what's your strength? A 1, right?
Yeah,
And then you have 2 extra dice because of your hit.
correct.
So it's 3 total dice.
Yep,
And then you roll 3d10s.
yep. Okay, so I got a 10, a 6, and a 9.
A 10, a 6, and a 9.
Yep.
So that's 3 successes for damage. So you clock Penny. You punch her in the face. Her head kind of like snaps to the left and comes back up. And her eyes look at you. And for 1 second, you see, and Penny is there. And she looks at you and she's like, starts crying. And she says, I can't make him do what I want. And then suddenly her face just goes stoic again.
I'm gonna choke the shit out of this dragon one of these days.
Pandora, what are you doing?
Ah, fuck! I got the thing where if anything happens to Finn, I'm fucked. Okay, I can't teleport though. So, shit. Okay.
Plus,
So-
Finn's not actually touching anything anymore. He's suspended in midair.
Damn it.
that's right.
I
I got him hovering.
can't fly either. Okay.
The
I'm gonna
only
put
reason why I didn't move in front of that punch.
Hey, okay. Yeah, that's the other thing. I just saw Rose fucking clock Penny. What the fuck? This is a lot. I'm gonna put Vera down, and fucking run at the thing and just I don't know. Maybe if I can like take out its leg. Well, no, because Finn's not standing on it anymore.
You can still bring
No.
it down, technically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, if I can do something to it before Finn does whatever the fuck. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna put Vera down. Does that count as like an action?
No. You can just Vera can just slide off your shoulders. Wait, didn't
Okay.
Vera tell you to put her down anyway?
Yeah, you put me down anyway, so you already done so.
After
Okay.
she fired the hand cannon from your
Yeah, because
shoulder?
I used your shoulder, said don't move. I fired over
Yeah.
your shoulder, and I was like, put me down, put me down. That's what I was.
That was
reloading.
very hot. Okay, so
You gotta collect
Gonna-
yourself.
gonna sprint to the thing and start going for its leg.
Alright. Roll some attackies.
You think I would learn how many dice I need to use, but no. Oh. Jonathan went MIA for a second.
No, he's went shut his camera off for a second.
Yeah, okay.
No. Oscar.
4 successes, 2 with 10s.
4 successes. Excellent. Okay, and so you need to make me a damage roll and added 3 dice to it. Your strength, don't forget your Krenos bonus dice, and then 3 extra dice, plus you did do Razor Claws, so you have another die from the Razor Claws. So 4 total
Run
extra
that by me
dice.
again. Okay,
4
so-
total extra dice plus your strength.
Okay. Okay. I can hardly count. Okay.
Your strength's at least like a 6 or 7 right now.
Yeah. My strength is. Oh no, it's not. It's a 9.
Jesus Christ. So it's
Oh.
total of 13 dice.
Yeah. Wow.
Werewolves, they're not scary.
They ain't never scared. I know that much.
6. 6 successes.
6?
6 successes.
All right. Yeah, you tear into the leg. You're ripping into it. As you're ripping into it, you basically look like you're ripping into like some kind of fibrous, like almost like a corn husk. It's like tearing into it, and there's no real substance to it. The leg is kind of really weakened, and it literally starts to bend at the wound that you've ripped into it. But the beast doesn't topple, but like it's almost like going down on one knee, kind of, sort of. All right, and that is now over to Vera.
Hello. I just watched Penny get clocked in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, like what the fuck?
I mean, like that. But I also knew something
I mean,
was
she
weird.
fucking yelled it. Y'all heard her
Oh,
yell
yeah.
that.
That's why she was like, "Okay." So did Pandora take out one leg? Is that
Pretty much, it looks like the leg's
okay?
fairly
so-
crippled.
Okay. Is there still the other leg?
Oh yeah.
I want to shoot the other leg.
All right, roll
What? Okay, hold on.
with the super big hand cannon.
With my hand cannon. So remind me, it's my
Firearms
gun,
plus
it's
dex.
My firearms plus dex. Okay, I knew it was firearms. So firearm. So 5 again. Firearm plus dex. Oh, I need to get rid of all these. Hold on.
Now remember, because dex is a physical ability, you could spend blood points to raise your dexterity score.
Oh, that's true.
You can spend up to 3 blood points a turn. You can,
This is true.
and it'll last
I'm
for the
good.
scene. All right,
What's the
difficulty 6.
difficulty 6? I have 3 successes. One. I have a 7, and a 10.
All right,
I have 1 failure, which is a 1.
so that's 2 successes. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll your damage, which is 8 plus 1 dice, so it's 9 dice total.
So 9 dice total.
Nice.
Okay. Okie dokie.
It's basically a 50. It's basically like a desert eagle. It's like a
Yeah.
fucking giant hand cannon.
How? Okay.
And
What?
difficulty is a 6.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. The reason I was like, oh, is because that's 4 10s.
Oh shit!
That's why I was like, oh, and 2 regular successes, but no failures.
All right. So yeah, you blast the giant hole in the other leg. The thing literally drops to its knees.
I want to say that Vera probably went down on one knee to give her a better basis, like a better
Yep.
stance. So she's on one knee, down, aiming, fire.
Actually, remember with your strength, you like it's like fire.
But still, she's steady, and she's just like, I also want to get low. That way, I want this leg. So, cool. Okay, yeah, that's what
All
she's doing, and she's gonna hold her
Excellent.
ground there, and is like watching, like side eyeing afterwards the situation that's going on with Penny.
Mm-hmm. On its turn, it goes and reaches over its head and just tries to like slap its hands together on Finn.
Are
Like
there
a
such
bug.
things as reactions? Can I try and move Finn out of the way?
Like a mosquito, like Finn is a mosquito.
Hang on 1 second.
Hmm?
1 second.
Must move Finn.
It's fine. He wasn't killed by cold iron. It's fine as long as we can get him somewhere. It's fine. It's fine.
It's not fine until it's fine.
We're not in the dreaming either, so it's fine. We just need to get him somewhere with high glamour.
He's being treated like a mosquito, like smack.
I'm a mosquito ninja. I can just grab him
I'm a
out of the air.
mosquito ninja.
So
I'm so
the
good at
hands
that.
reach out and slam together. And you can't see Finn. When the hands come together, you hear a piercing note as the horn of the wild hunt is sounded. The wild hunt has been formed.
Well, that took forever.
At the same time, Penny holds out her hands and she holds her hands out, and in between the hands of the huge thing, light begins to emit. It is... The light is white. The hands come apart, almost like they're forced apart. You see Finn floating, surrounded in this solid white nimbus. Penny's hands are still held out like this. Rosaline, because you're standing there, you see that Penny is not looking at Finn, and she's not looking at the creature. She's looking at the queen.
Can I garner a guess as to why?
As Penny looks to the queen looks to Penny. They both nod in unison. Finn throws his head back as he puts his hands out. White light shoots from his hands and hits the center of the thing in the torso. But instead of burning into it, a opening appears in its chest. And as that opening appears, the wild hunt rips forward and begins pouring through the opening. The creature collapses backwards, and all the lights in the entire room go out, except one light's left. As Finn slowly sinks to the ground and is laying on the floor. And with that, we're going to take a break.
Ah, nice.
as Emma's going to kill me. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. Now, we are giving away the cathedral because that is a given. that has happened. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Now, what we're also going to be doing is we're going to be doing a giveaway for a mini, and let's do the monster set. So I'm going to leave this up on break, but we're going to give a mini from this set of minis. So what we want you to do is look this over and decide who you want to try and win. So one person is going to win the cathedral, and one person is going to win one of these minis as well. So we'll draw two winners. The first winner will be for one of the gnolls here, and or the Dretch or the cultists or whoever you guys pick to win. And then the other one will be the winner for the cathedral. So in the meantime, we're going to take a 10-minute break. It is 9:50. We'll be back at 10 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. We went a little bit long tonight, and I'm sorry about that, but we'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you in a minute.
But she falls for the laser pointer.
Well, they all fall for the laser pointer. It's the evil dot of death. Ladies and
No, for
gentlemen,
like 2
we are back. Thank you so much for letting us take that little hiatus. I got to go give my wife medicine because she doesn't feel good. And I'm going to now say, has everyone entered the contest who wants to be entered to win?
Is it for the mini or this for the cathedral?
For both.
I am entering now.
Okay.
Same.
wait.
Oh wait, for the cathedral. Hold on.
I want
Yes.
that bad boy.
Give me
Yeah.
that shit.
Everyone enter who wants a chance to win! Exclamation point. Mini.
Milagros!
Wrong way around, Milagros.
Exclamation point first.
Right now. Oh.
That's funny. All right. So,
Madam.
has everyone entered who wants a chance to win? That's enough
Yeah,
stalling.
let's go.
Close. Yeah, just go. I want to find out what happens to Finn. All right. So the first drawing is going to be for the Noel mini. I think we had 2 choices. So it's the orangutan demon or the Noel warrior. So we will roll, and depending if one of those 2 gentlemen win, we can let them pick, and if not, we'll pick between those 2. So first off, ready, set, go.
Oh my god, Sam's gonna kill me.
So that is for the... You get the choice between the Noel warrior or the orangutan demon. Your choice.
The Noel.
The Noel. And now we will pick the winner for the cathedral. Ready, steady, go.
Oh! You know why? Because it's a Gothic cathedral, and I'm literally getting a tattoo of that shit. It's destiny.
Yeah, at this
It's
point it is.
destiny.
All right, guys.
I'm here
So
for it.
those are the winners for tonight. I'm completing the contest. We're gonna go ahead and continue this giveaway no matter what. And I need to find a mini to give away for the starting the whole entire thing in the first place, because we usually have a mini we give away for starting the thing in the first place, but I don't have a medium-sized mini. I only have the small minis and the big cathedral. I didn't think about that with this thing. So I'll find something else to give away, and I know exactly who's in chat right now, so I know who to do a little drawing for later. And so I have everyone who entered the contest as well. So I'll do another giveaway from everyone here, and we'll message the winner on Discord later as soon as I figure out what else to give away. So we love you guys very much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being in the contest, and thank you so much for the freaking hype train, guys. That was amazing.
That was amazing.
And we are going to go ahead and get back to the madness.
Yeah, or I'm gonna cry.
So, as I said, Finn's body drifted down and is laying on the ground. The Wild Hunt literally charged through the open portal in the golem's chest. The Mab is standing up on the dais with her hands holding the crystalline cup, which has no more liquid in it.
Can I go over to Finn?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna run over to Finn as well.
Rose is running over.
What's the most injured part of Finn?
As you run over to Finn and look at him, he is uninjured.
I'm gonna look confused.
Same.
I'm gonna try to shake him awake if he's not conscious.
He
I'm
doesn't
gonna
move.
tap him. Weren't you nearly dead?
He doesn't move.
I am going to put a hand on him and, as gently as I can, use static discharge as a defibrillator.
Defibrillator. Clear.
Clear. Go ahead.
I'm gonna get my hands off because you're not nope.
Everybody
That's
clear.
why we clear. Clear.
Clear.
And I'm gonna spend another willpower on this one because, yeah, that's a success.
All right.
Just to make sure, Ray, when you said that he
1,
doesn't look
2.
injured, you mean like there's no wounds, right?
There's no wounds.
So with the willpower I just rolled, that's 3 successes.
So you see the body arcs and drops back down, but there's no movement.
Is he breathing?
Do you check?
Yes.
No.
Maybe you should check that first.
Did you say no, Ray?
Yep.
What would I need to see if I know what's happening?
Intelligence and medicine.
I don't have any medicine, but I have intelligence.
Dun dun dun.
I'll roll my intelligence roll and see.
I have medicine.
I have
I
medicine
also,
too.
I also have medicine.
Then someone who has medicine and intelligence roll this because I'm shooting in the dark.
Oh, I have medicine.
I have medicine and a very high intelligence.
Nice.
Actually, probably be best if Vera does. You have a higher intelligence than I do.
Okay.
Ray, I'm not even gonna bother trying to figure it out. I'm just gonna jump straight to like doing the thing I think I can do.
Mhm.
Oh, baby.
So,
Do it, Mark.
I mean, there's not a specific wound I can see, but he doesn't seem to be breathing. So I guess I'm just gonna start licking his face.
That's
Okay.
exactly what I thought you were gonna do. That's exactly what I thought you were gonna do.
And what does that do?
I'm gonna spend a point of gnosis, and I'm gonna use the power lick wounds, which is basically the Bastet version of Gaia's touch, but I do it by licking instead of just touching.
Mm-mm-mm.
But
Oh,
I
Very
can
cute.
I
have
can
a
heal
lick-
wounds of any living creature, aggravated or otherwise, whether they're a person, a spirit, or an undead. I don't know why I can heal undead with this. That seems very strange.
So you summon your gnosis and you start to groom Mark's face, and sorry, Mark.
I'm
Sorry, Finn's face. You start to groom your own face. You start to groom Finn's face, and there's no wounds to be healed.
well. There's possible it was internal. I'm just trying.
I meant that because
No,
you're
I
applying an
know.
effect to the body.
I get what you're saying. I'm just like I mean,
It's desperation.
Okay. All right. As Mark's doing that, Fear just kind of walks over, holsters gun. Okay. Let me see.
I'm gonna look at Emrys. Does he even have like a soul in him anymore?
I don't know how I would be able to tell that. I don't have any.
Does he still have a
knowledge of
seeming?
life.
Ray, does he still have a seeming?
Can I roll Grey Mare?
He's Mark Rosaline. He's only a seeming.
Where's the physical body?
That,
There's a physical body.
but the physical body is only seeming.
There is just a she laying in front of you.
I would know what this is.
What does that mean?
Let's settle everything else first, and that bitch up there is gonna owe me a bunch of favors.
Can't
So
anyone
no one's
ever explain
gonna
things to the rest
It's
of
a
them?
banal death, basically meaning he cannot come back into a human body unless certain things happen. The human body is dead. Without a host, it is only the seeming.
Where is
And
the
when
human
she-
body though?
It's gone. It crumbles.
As you say that, you hear a very soft voice from behind you all say, or it was consumed.
But wouldn't he had to have done that since like
Mab is standing there.
Is it possible to recover the body? Is it possible to turn back time so that the body can reconstitute itself?
She looks directly at you,
Thanos
Rosaline,
much?
and she says, "There are truths known in houses that hold secrets. There are ways to restore this. This is all that ever was of Finn, truly. This is his seeming. All of that is him is here. He just no longer has a vessel. But the seeming is eternal. It will not decay. It will not fade as long as it's kept in the dreaming.
Or, worst case scenario, you send it off to Arcadia.
Could you think of a more just reward for a hero? To go home? But I don't think that's what he'd want.
What secrets could bring him back?
Mab smiles and she says, it's not about bringing him back. He's not
It's-
gone.
It's
Or-
finding a new human vessel.
Storing. Oh.
It's not been done.
In a long time.
At least not successfully.
And it's highly frowned upon.
I'm anything but orthodox. And you, my child, you have much in common with me.
Where's Penny in all of this?
You look around. She's collapsed on the ground.
I'm gonna go to Penny.
You're running over to Penny.
Yep.
And she's laying on the ground and in her wonderful, amazing dress. And she is kind of like just collapsed there. And she is crying.
I'm just gonna like basically kneel there with her. I'm just gonna gather her in my arms and I'm just gonna hold her and it's okay. It's all over. It's okay.
And she's like just crying. Just kind of like half draped across your lap and just crying. And she's like clinging to you.
I'm clinging to her.
I believe you said I owe you.
Quite a bit.
She looks around at the rest of you. And she says, I knew what was supposed to be happening. If you think that I was here in support of that thing. It was, I thought, supposed to be me. The dragon said it needed something that had never been kindled in living memory and kindred. A she who was as bound to their mortal soul as they were to their seeming. A she that could experience love. And knew the meaning of justice. Apparently, I didn't measure up. But he did. She looks over to where Emery's is holding Penny. And she says, "This is just the first. I owe you. And the realm owes you. Now that the false king is gone, I am the nearest thing we have. I restore your title. I restore your holdings."
Nice.
But remember one thing. In order to restore everything, you need to find someone.
Yeah. I do. And I will have to track down the crystal circle.
I owe you, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Leave that to me. I think that your task will be finding a mortal worthy of him.
Yeah.
And she turns and regards Pandora and Mark. To both of you, you have earned a boon of the Fae Court.
A favor within reason.
She says, "Mr. Dulac, I think a favor within reason is forgetting the fact that you have artifacts upon you that you probably should not. And I think that the nature of those artifacts will prove troubling enough in the future to provide you with a reason not to steal from the Fae again."
I should be surprised, but I'm not.
He can make the owner forget. He cannot make the bequeather forget what is given.
Emrys just kind of looks up at that, looks from Mab to Mark with this very like, "What the hell did you do?" look on his face.
I mean,
And
he is
then
holding a scepter right
regards-
now.
He is holding a scepter. It's not like it's fucking hidden in any way, shape, or form. And she looks at Pandora, and she says, "Warrior Queen, what would you have?" "I know. I can give you a small gift. Someone to help guide you on your path to discovering who you are, and someone who does not answer to those who sought to drive you out of what was rightfully yours, your heritage." You hear a howl, Pandora. And loping up from behind her is a huge glowing wolf. He comes and sits down beside you. And it's in your mind, you hear a voice. And it says, "I am Athia, daughter of Athena. I am here to lead you on the true path of the Black Furies. If you have questions, if you have need of knowledge, all you must do is call upon me. I am here for you, sister." to teach you the truth and to give you the knowledge to find your own. You now have a past lives of 1.
Nice.
That's good soup. That's good soup.
Good.
She turns to Vera and she looks at you and she says, "It has been long since one of your kind was openly welcome in our courts. It has been never since one of your clan." She looks at you, she says, "The darkness in you is deep. But if anyone here can respect that, it is I." This is... I am she who is the Night Mother. I am she
Hey,
who's...
crossover.
Huh?
Crossover. Night Mother,
Oh, no,
baby.
that's actually one of Mab's actual titles.
That
I
is
know,
not her
but like,
title.
I know, but like crossover moment. If you know, you know.
I know.
I am the Night Mother. I am she who gave birth to that which reaches from under the bed with cold, clammy hands. I am she who made the darkness what you fear. Through me, you can know greater things, if you will accept my tutelage. This is a gift freely given as a boon unto you.
Rose just gives a little thumbs up, like that is okay to accept.
And Emrys will just be like,
So you know, Rose is just barely holding it together right now.
So it's just like a shaky thumbs up.
And she says, but it is a choice that you must make.
I'd like to some time.
My gift comes with no strings. A reward won is not contingent. She looks at Emery's. I know what you will ask, and it is not within my power. I cannot spare her.
fair enough. Is there anything you can do?
I can give you something that may help. And she reaches up where she's wearing a necklace, gold necklace with a bunch of emeralds in patches around her neck. And she reaches up to the center emerald and she pops it loose from its mount. And she holds it up to the light. And she says, "This," and she flicks it to you, "belonged to one of yours. It served me well. But mayhaps you will find a use for it. Maybe next, when you need to find a way out, it can provide you with what you seek. You will need to learn how to use it."
Thank you.
She nods. She looks at you, Rosaline. "I will keep him in my freehold. Next to my hearth, where the glamour may keep him infused and strong.
She nods. One more question. What actually happened to Liam?
The old man was wise, but he was fading. But he could still see the truth of things.
Yeah.
He was the first one to suspect. And, as is his way, he wasn't one to keep his mouth shut.
No.
He began organizing some of the other nobles. He had convinced most of them of the truth. When they rode out to attempt to usurp the false king, they were taken aback by what they discovered on the battlefield. And when all was said and done, Liam was the only one to survive long enough to be brought before court, pronounced as a traitor to all Fae. He was beheaded with cold iron.
So he can't come back. Ever.
If a way can be found, I would trust your house. As far as I would trust your house.
We are the House of Secrets for a reason.
But he died doing and being exactly who he was.
A stubborn man.
A nobleman.
If I may be so bold as to ask, how is it that the false king was able to come into power in the first place?
What you saw was not what everyone else saw. The dragon's presence provided you shielding from the full power of his ability to warp the mind. The presence of the dragon kept you from falling under his sway. Why else would he be able to order the execution, the true death of Fae? Something that is absolutely forbidden in our laws. And have Fae willing to carry that sentence out. There will be many here at court who are going to have to deal with what they were forced to do, even though in their minds they'll never feel they were forced. The Wild Hunt will chase the Nefandi, but it is limited on where it can go.
Well, that doesn't make me feel great.
Depends on where he has to run. And how much his masters are willing to spend protecting him.
I thought I'd killed it once. Or how could it have survived?
The Fae are creatures born of two worlds and two bodies. The Nefandi is a creature that can control bodies. It can act through them just as if it was present.
So what I killed was very likely just a puppet.
Almost guaranteed.
Hell's bells.
It is not going to be an easy path.
Never is it?
What you stopped here was the beginning of an attempt to destabilize everything that could stand in their way. Once they had solidified their hold on the Fae, they would have begun to utilize them to attack the other supernatural members of of our communities, destabilizing everything to the point that the supernatural could do nothing to stand in the way of their true goals. Then they would have started to search for the items.
Right. The pin.
Once they found it, always look to those who seem to have no hope. Those are their first victims, because they offer a way to end it that is absolute and final. Be wary. And she looks at you, Rosalind. Do not let sorrow consume you. You know there's still hope.
I know.
But there is no hope if there's nothing to come back to. I have to see to the rest of this mess. You may spend the night here, or you may return.
I don't want to spend another moment in here.
She nods. She says, then your way is set. You will receive no interference on your path home, and an escort to the borders of your kingdom.
Very well.
She gestures, and some of the guards come forward, and they have a litter between them, and they lift Finn's body and put it on the litter, and they pick it up and they carry him out of the ballroom. And the rest of you, she says, good luck.
Yep.
Blessed be.
We're gonna have to inform Tuck and them what happened.
Of course. To, the house, then.
To the house. Looks at Merc. Please don't beef with the house. Please don't beef with the house.
Oh no, she said I could stay here. I want to stay here.
He is welcome.
Just be back.
I'm gonna turn to Nat. This place is not vindictive, right?
Thank you, Sistarno, for the follow. And Mab looks at you and she says, this is the court of the Fae, child. There is nothing but vindictive here.
I'm gonna turn to the rest of the group. I'm gonna stay at a hotel.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
be back in the morning.
In your head, Rosaline,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a voice. Soft. He's gone.
Do I recognize the voice?
Never heard it before.
Is it some remembrance shit going on?
I think it's the house.
Is it the house?
Fucking house.
She'll just, in her head, say, for now.
In your head, you hear a voice, small. He said that I was to take care of you.
And you are?
I'm Rose.
Oh. Nope, she's just gonna start sobbing. Literally right there. Nope, the house broke her. The house
Oh my
broke her.
God.
You hear that same small voice said I couldn't be mean to the cat anymore.
You can come back to the house. The house can't bully you anymore.
Through
all the boys
tears.
say.
I was gonna go over and not gonna grab her in a hug if she doesn't want a hug. But
No,
like,
no, Rose is just like grabby hands like
okay, okay, yeah, she's getting a bear hug.
Aww.
Well, she's getting a hug from a Krynos werewolf, so it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, no, she's basically disappearing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tug on Vera's dress for a moment. If I'm coming back to the house, I want a compass and I want a bunch of maps. Like I want a map of America, I want a map of San Francisco, and I want a map of Seattle.
What do you want maps for?
I think he's afraid the house might teleport him out again.
Just can you try to be nice to the house? Because it's kind of lost somebody too now. So like,
Please.
Why does everybody always say that you have to
If
be
the-
nice to
if
the
the-
bully
if
when
the
the bully had a
house-
bad day?
if the house is nice to you, you have to be nice to the house. Is that
Do I
fair?
get the compass and the maps?
Yes, we'll get you a compass and maps. That shouldn't be too hard to
Okay.
get.
But if the
Rosalind,
house is mean, I'm gonna go stay in a hotel.
Pandora,
Okay, fine. If the house is mean, then you can go stay in a hotel.
there's something like crinkly between the two of you.
Oh my god.
Pull away. What is crinkly?
A bunch of maps and a compass fall down.
I knew that's what it was.
Hold on, she'll just.
Okay,
And,
I got
each one of the maps, what looks like on the back of each rolled on the edge of each rolled up map, it looks like it's written in red crayon. It says for Mark.
Okay, I got it. I got them. I'll take them from Rose. Here's all your maps and your compass.
Are they real?
I think they're real.
Do you open them?
Yeah.
I'll open
Well,
the
I'm more
one of the
concerned
other
about
ones.
whether or not they'll exist as soon as we leave here.
You unroll the maps and they're there.
Okay, well, I'm sure we
Okay,
can.
but
get
if these
more.
vanish in the car ride back to the house, then I
we'll
want
get
real
ones for. We'll get different ones for you. Just
We'll
try
figure
not to fight with the house.
we'll figure it all out, Mark.
Just try not to fight with the house too much, please.
Just sitting there stroking Penny's hair.
I was gonna say like.
Figure it all out.
That's fine. That's fine.
Ray,
They're
I'm
crying.
gonna walk
They're
over.
crying.
to the
I'm
corner
dealing with
for a
Mark
minute.
once.
You're gonna walk over where?
Just off to the side for a second, like maybe a table or something. I'm gonna roll the maps out. I'm gonna take the compass. I'm gonna do something that I'll talk about later. But then once I do it, I'm gonna like take something straight and then use the compass and draw lines on all the maps. And
Okay.
then I'll explain it later. But like they're all watching me like just draw lines on these maps.
Okay. As you're watching Mark do this weird thing, Penny's like kind of slowed down with the sobs. And she kind of like picks herself up a little bit. And she looks
Hey,
at you and she says, I can't tell her.
Can't tell her what.
I knew it was gonna be him. It wouldn't let me tell anyone.
That's not your fault. I'll just pull her in for another hug. Fine. You're safe.
She whispers into your chest and says, she's gonna hate me.
She won't.
I do.
You shouldn't. I love you very much. I'm so glad that you are safe.
She kind of lets out a sobbing chuckle. He's like, I don't think any of us are safe.
Well, safety is relative right now, but... And I pull her away a little bit, and I take her face in my hands. But we're together. And we're okay. But that's what matters right now. Everything else we can sort out. And I kiss her forehead.
She kind of just leans into it. And she's like, she starts to stand up.
I will help her up as well. I will pick up my staff as I do. And I will give it to her to lean on if she needs it.
She seems unhurt.
I wasn't sure if the whole thing like wiped her or
Oh no, she does not seem happy, but she doesn't seem hurt.
Okay, I'll just hold her to me then. I think we all deserve some rest, some food, something to drink. I think, given the level of sad, I look at Penny and kind of give her a kind of coy smile. Monty Python?
And Penny says, can I just sleep?
Sure, kiddo. I'm still gonna watch Monty Python. I think I need it.
And she starts walking.
I could just some tea.
Thanks. I will walk over and put my arm around Vera. Give her a kiss on her temple. You are fantastic, by the way.
I mean, Pandora makes a great shooting base.
And I will put my hand up for Pandora to high five.
One giant fucking paw.
It's like slapping a piece of marble.
Things a bit, but and I will walk up to Mark and put a hand on his shoulder. You came through. Shenanigans aside, you came through.
I always come through.
I will just... Would you just let me give you a fucking compliment, please? Please.
Well, don't make it backhanded like I don't always come through. I always come through. That'd be like if I turned to you and I said, hey, Emrys, you're looking not fat today.
So, this argument is as you were exiting the ballroom.
I
Rose, it feels mean to make her walk after everything she's been through. So
She's gonna ask you to put her down. She's gonna want to walk out of here.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna roll my eyes at Mark and catch up with Penny.
Wait, do I get a real compliment?
That was the compliment.
Oh shit! The Ice Cream Sandwiches is rated with 65 people. Hi everyone.
God.
Hey.
Oh
You're
my
done.
god.
You're
just
done
in
good,
time
Mark. You're
to
done.
see M cry again.
I always do good.
And this is why I can't give you a compliment because you say shit like that. I'm just I cut up myself off mid sentence because it's like arguing
Hey,
with the
Emerus,
cat. Arguing with the cat.
Good
is arguing
job.
with the cat.
You had magic today.
And as you say that, like I'm like not even facing you, but like I give you like a thumbs up over my head.
Hey, Vera, congratulations on being undead and using like powers and stuff. Hey, Pandora, great job shifting into a huge wolf.
Pandora's gonna use the effort to speak
Oh,
and be like, "This isn't the wolf form, dumbass."
As you catch up to Penny, Penny's
I'm
like,
sorry. Good job turning into an oversized puppy.
Penny kind of like looks at you, Emery's, as you're walking up, and she's like, you know, I did have one clip of silver bullets. Can I shoot him?
Not yet. Not yet. I just go. But not yet.
She says, why does he have to be such a cat?
I don't, because he's a cat. Because he is one. And
Wait. Oh my God, wait.
What?
She like reaches into her thing and she pulls out like a little thing, one of her guns, and she untwists something, shots it off. Laser sight.
Oh!
And she begins dragging a little laser pointer on the ground.
And for the first time all night, it was like I just bursts into uncontrollable laughter.
And that's a good place to wrap up for the evening. All right, so
My heart hurts. How dare you?
hey, I didn't kill him.
You technically did.
I killed him. Okay,
You
but I
technically
didn't.
did.
I
You
didn't.
did a banal death. You did a banal death.
I didn't
Technically
kill him.
killed him. No, he's mostly dead.
He's mostly dead. He's most.
We
So
gotta
Liz
bring
can
him
only.
back to Max, that's all.
So Liz can only partly riot.
No. Liz has stated the riot is on temporary hold for right now.
I wonder what the conditions of not rioting are. All right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Dice Cream Sandwiches, for the raid. That's so appreciated. We really, really appreciate it. Remember, everyone who raided with Dice Cream, if you give us a follow, this is not a bribe. This is just a statement. If you give us a follow, we're giving away this set of D&D core books when we get to 1,000 followers. We're at 700 and something. A lot of people followed us tonight, so let me check and see what the numbers are currently. Where's my Twitch? There it is. We're at 728 followers currently. When we get to 1,000, we're giving away this set of D&D books. This is the Player's Guide, the Monster's Manual, the DMG, plus that amazing GN screen in that slipcase. And these are the special edition books, so they are the foil embossed covers, which means they are shiny, they are sparkly, and they look different from everyone else's. So if you make this your main set of books for going to the game store, you won't have to write your name on the edge in the black Sharpie marker that's so annoying and smells funny. So you guys will be able to get this, be entered to win this automatically just by following here on Dinner and a Game. Also, if you follow our link tree, which I'm putting in the chat in just a second, you can go over to our TikTok and follow us there, where we are at 900 and something followers. When we get to 1K, we're going to give away this 3D printed Wizard's Tower. This is 11 inches tall, 9 inches wide, 4 stories tall. It has a front door that opens and closes. It has a hatch in the top that opens and closes. It has stairs for every single level. And it breaks down into individual components so small you can fit them inside of a high-top shoebox. So we're going to give this away when we hit 1,000 followers over on TikTok. And if you do choose to join us every week, at the break of the show, we give away a mini. Now, this week, we're giving away minis from this set of minis, which is from Loot Studios. And this set of minis includes these 3 heroes. Also includes this possible cathedral. and some of these monsters. Now, what we do every show is we let you choose one mini out of the set. You vote on it at the break. When we come back from break, we basically do a drawing and see who wins the mini. Now, if during the show we ever have a hype train completed, we will give away this cathedral. Now, if you look at the top right picture, you will see that those are the minis from this set inside that cathedral. So you can get a basic estimate of what the size of this is. And we had a hype train completed tonight, and we gave away one of these cathedrals already. I'm going to probably have to pull, if we keep on going the way we're going, I'm going to print out multiples of these just to have them at hand. But anyway, we thank you all so much for following us. These amazing people here are some of the best gamers I've ever game with. I love running for them, and I'm so thankful that they are here. Let's start with trauma levels first. Em, where can people find you?
A huge slew of things, and I really don't have the energy to list them all. But
And there they are in chat.
Yeah.
So you don't have to. You can follow Em on the social media. She's in so many shows, it's not even funny. And she's always adding more to the list. And
I work almost every day of the week, except Wednesdays.
And the funny thing is, I think she has to time travel to get most of us done. She's got a time turner or something.
Time turner, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, and I almost forgot. There's our link tree. If you guys want to go follow our socials, please do, and help us get to those goals. Let's see. Who would be next on trauma? What do you think? Sphinx? I think Sphinx. He got some.
Yeah.
He got some adopted daughter trauma.
Yeah, Sphinx, and then it would be Vera because all the fire.
Sphinx is next on trauma list. So Sphinx, where can people find you?
I'm Sphinx Akasha. You can find me on TikTok. I'm Circle DM. Mostly Dungeons and Dragons and cosplay and musical content.
And looking gorgeous.
Oh, why? Thank you. Stop some more. Why don't you?
Speak truth to power, sir.
Oh. On Tuesdays, of course, you can find me right here with these wonderful people playing Emerald Sanctums. On Wednesdays, I'll be right back here on Dinner in the Game. That's tomorrow, playing Kingdoms of Mist, which is our 5e homebrew that's based around the idea of Treasure Planet, kind of.
We're finally going on a ship after a year.
At last! Ships! On every other Friday, you can find me with the Alex Bomb channel, playing Initiatives and Intrigues, where I play Badru Kamar, who is the ASMR bard/cleric that you can see me cosplay on TikTok. On the Fridays that we're not doing that, you can find me with the ADH Adventures channel, where I run a game myself called Agents of the Circle, and it is my Eberron homebrew. We are currently in our 4th season, because it was also a podcast before we began streaming. This is our 1st season streaming, which is was really exciting for us. So if you want to listen to the podcast and catch up, you can find us wherever you get your podcasts. We're really, really funny and a fun group, and things are happening. We're doing the group is in the middle of a heist snapping. They're stealing someone from out of a very dangerous enclave, and it is amazing. On Saturdays, you can find me with ADH Adventures as well. During alternating Saturdays, we do Heroes Arc, where I play Raziel Jahari, who is an ASMR Necromancer. And on the Saturdays that we're not doing that, you can find me playing Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, ADH Adventures, where I play Zan, who is an Eladrin Paladin. It's the first Paladin I've ever played, so that's exciting. Just, hang out and all that good stuff. Happy to be here.
One of those people who works almost as much as Am.
It's about, yeah.
And finally, in the trauma order, hi, Ivy.
Yep, all the flames and fire. Thanks, guys. It's fine. On break, I was singing off to the side of me and then start the fire, so this is fine.
Nice.
Yeah, you can find I'm Ivy. I'm Gamer the Girl. You can find me over on Mondays over at Dice Cream Sandwich, who is so lovely to rate us and host chat. I've been nodding, so that was really funny to watch a switch. You can find me here on Tuesdays, and hopefully soon picking up my Friday games once everybody's schedules and lives calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Excellent, amazing. Thank you so much. Milagros. I know that things are still in the chaos for you, but it's getting clearer soon.
Yes. So I'm currently in finals week right now, and I graduate in less than 3 weeks, and then have to move like 3 weeks after that. So, content that is not dinner and a game is very much on hold. I am here Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, and then Saturday mornings. Em is also there, but she's the DM of our Monster Hearts 2 game. Super fun. Lots of fun stuff like watching Ray get payback. At least for me.
Hey, it's not payback if I like it.
It's okay, mood. But I do have content coming eventually. I'm just waiting for my life to calm down so that I can have the time to do it.
Why are you guys so shocked? M gives out great trauma.
Not at all.
Trauma, severe trauma, man.
Saturday is lock and load for where I left y'all at.
Oh damn.
Well, thank you very much, Milagros. And finally, we have Jonathan, who is one of the founders, really, of Dinner and a Game. He was one of our first gamers that we brought on when we were still doing our podcast way back in 2018. He is, I guess you'd say, one of the grandfathers of madness. And he has been around forever. We're so thankful for you on the show, Jonathan, and thank you very much for hanging out with us. Someday we'll make you get on social media.
Probably not.
Probably not. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having hung out with us. And we will be here tomorrow night for Kingdoms of Mist, which is our D&D 5e game, as everyone said. We will be back on Saturday morning for M's Monster Hearts 2 campaign called The Breakfast Club. And this season is called... Oh, shit. I was literally just in my head. M, what's the season called? Something to do with kissing.
Love Bites.
Love Bites, that's right. And this season's called Love Bites, and you can see M met out the trauma and see just how much I am full of shit about whether or not I can take it. In the meantime, let's go ahead and spread some love, because we love to love people, and people always need it. So, anyone got any recommendations for where we raid?
Let's see. Guslato is on. Flintlock is on. Oh Hey Jess is on. 88 Adventures is on.
I've got 88 Adventures up already. You want to go raid over there?
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to raid 88 Adventures. If you do not follow them yet, please do. Remember, with creators like us, all we do this for really is for you guys to follow us, to enjoy our content, and to hopefully give us a follow and let us know that you do. If when we get in there, let them know Dinner and a Game sent you, and we will see you guys, like I said, tomorrow for Kingdoms of Mist, Saturday for Monster Hearts 2, and hopefully we'll see you around safe and sound. At Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table, so be sure... Oh, thank you very much for following us. I don't know how to say that second. Oliania? Maybe?
Liliana, I think.
Oliana? That's a good one. Makes you pause and think and learn how to read. But anyway, so we're going to go give 88 Adventures a raid. Like I was saying, at Dinner Game, we always save you a seat at the table. Be sure when you go out that you're using social distancing, that you're wearing a mask. We know you don't have to anymore. We know that everything's out the window with it, but remember, it's still out there. We're still in a pandemic. Be careful. We want you to come back. We want you to be safe. We want you to join us again at our table or anyone else's over and over again. And we want you to do everything you can to make that happen. So we're going to go ahead and head over to 88 Adventures now. I'm going to let these wonderful and amazing people choose what they do for the rest of the reading, but I hope they go to sleep because, it's that type of thing. Oh, Oliano said correctly. Yay!
We did it.
Yay! So in the meantime, we love you. We thank you. And have a good night. We have raided.
I'm a go. I'm really struggling.
I
love you
know.
all very
I'm
much.
sorry, sweetie.
It's okay. I love you all so much.